na chama ya no su game no da bi enke mi fast na ho
when na referee na anya ade
there were 2 yellow cards and so the ma
ade te somebody mama card I know so
e kan ye
oh ba ma dia mo ye
offense na Femi Lopez here na could deserve yellow card no Newcastle for see the
same man yellow card
but after
man yellow card yellow card
and o yellow card
Lami do ma tonali no yeah yellow card ma tonali
Lami so ye the same
was Jesse Poole and so my Femi Lopez yellow card Newcastle for the same offense wa man yellow card but so me pana me gin won say
the same way yellow card on the Sandro Tonali no Lamine Yamal so chichiri obi sa the same foul Lamine card
Ferran Torres dey catch chichiri obi ya man card
Newcastle be repeated the same thing
Newcastle ni ye be man card
there be Newcastle dey no man card
what was the first
man card Newcastle dey no man card the same offense man card
Christian
man card
Christian you had him and one day kind you
the same offense man card because of him guy he did not go for the ball me kwadam so man card in say na guy
I don't know the man Tonali card no I don't know the Tonali card 34
Tonali yellow card
for the offense
before say obenya yellow card no not the same 2 incidents no baako for Barcelona and meji tum Femi Lopez should have been given a yellow card referee na man yellow card I'm sure because an intina Newcastle for the same thing
that's
what's a yellow card
somebody
but we are so saying until lose game
oh men casa
Newcastle for that take your chance
yes I Elanga
Newcastle take your chance
Elanga the Black Martinelli
ye ni free guy na me ne to say
Martinelli ata
wasa de be Elanga de chama onya de
oni Martinelli pe ombe adwuma no de edin no
ombe ni
na betumrika aja sa obi aho na baby obebo na fa no
Elanga ke so jinidin Ezra na gesen ko se be 3
but you
by say results no
o kan you
games bu are done
o kan say omo high tempo no
we catch them
30 minutes
Newcastle start here na wadwe be sim tim sem high
Newcastle
for kan na no we be Elanga do asan papa e man be bo
omo clinical no say ka first
but I feel the coach did not do well by benching Anthony Gordon
yes
Anthony Gordon ba hu de minim de join na say Usulo your friend say Osula because of say Bobby Okoboshe
no pace
so use Gordon is
the most dangerous player in the attack
Gordon ni but Gordon no money omo ho no so bona mo bebre
chema ho de omo mobile
ye twa omo nde some ayi mo ye twa omo why ye twa omo
but results no ye can say be done but Tottenham Atletico Madrid can be should be 5-2 there's only send 3 hour qualify but say the Tottenham for Nesiasan oh
this week there we see so na yasa and I post a video here about champion the yasa so much
said the Nesiasan because Enra in fact Enra man game no and no pay Enra game no. And I realized that Atletico did nothing special.
Nothing special. Yeah.
They were just ordinary, but they were still beating you. And I was wondering, not Tottenham, now they say, we run every ball on the ball. And I said, then Van de Ven was also.
Spurs were just giving Atletico chances to score.
Yeah.
No, Mama, Goose.
Jerry Charles in your head, ya keep on a pulley, but from Atletico area. And Julian Alvarez far born straight. And no don't na na
chamo no bi say Elanga no po bi na compare na musa oba ko onye Martinelli nko Madueke
on the son me na
Madueke ya dey say
Madueke dey ni ye kakra na se so shego on the so ho ti she bi Madueke no say grand hack your plan is na sa sere na osere o say bo na osere ade amasa for yam plan by asem dan o say bo na osere Rafael we am for twa bet now bobo no oba attract now
o kra na me ja me lambo hwe no sa Rafael
but Bayern game no yet done Atletico are almost through Atletico about 80% through
Gala
Liverpool that's a game you want to watch Galatasaray na we say they almost hwe no now they created an atmosphere only say Galatasaray I never call no me how many leagues I think it was Cup winners Cup and now almost the one of training will welcome to hell. Yeah. What I say? Omni list grade the revenue also my list player be our bodyguard back. Because of tension about game in this garden. Omo a never be check what the Turkish newspapers are reporting.
Okay.
What the English newspapers are reporting regards to that game. But as summer and slot I can say sad atmosphere no mu no Liverpool are going to raise the roof at Anfield. Omubema ehwaye omo comfortable playing. Okay, just say Marino. Osifi so be viase. Go e dia hye na ene yapa Luis Garcia ball na Antra line. Anfield cup and the G-Go no. Osi supporters in the G-Go. Okay. Ball na Antra line. Luis Garcia the boss ball. No munye jubilate go na referee no. I want referee so disappointed. That time there was no goal line technology.
Yeah. No VAR.
No VAR. Inti na kakra. But all the same, there were Champions League games and then so the first one 5:45 Arsenal and Leverkusen, Bayern Munich Leverkusen. Inti Enra Marcel adi 2 year 2 year Basa 2 year Lewandowski odibo you ma kakasa di ko je bam.
Lewandowski
ko se bam.
Na say ne bobo.
Enra Marcel can say Bayern win, Atletico win, double chance Galatasaray and Barcelona win. 3 no issue 2 ya kopim say Basa de no iti enenso ye enenso de no e ba bitimo but answer na yenko andigase aso no fi nwram wa no ne answer ye ba Ministry of Finance also NSC in 70 sani mani nyina no Ministry of Finance on some biabam ye ba beka ho ensem onim say Jordan Ayew edin sim bia toja o say omo ko World Cup no yes to make up the numbers to go and do very well. Now, sir, he doesn't think say additions be a winya. Omo ball qualifies na fan kobo. As more games the ninya no kraka hu. Eti eno na ma for say ade na Jordan no hunze go for bomb position na because enketia ne wan for ne ba Jordan obeka. Ko Jordan enye no Leicester. The rating is 6.1. Obi a striker. 68 read the uniform. O hwe mom uniform. Ye captain no. Ama for su busa say Jordan commentary ebenya influence be on the coach and now. Because let's not forget, this is Jordan who at the point got upset to the level the coach go part and charge the captain in Adibano. And when you effect me on the swan, how is it going to be like? Say Jordan, I can't say maybe affecting the big brother. Mickey Charles independent bimuzu pushy say, Chinchilla and go walk up. Sansa Munano, you be room. Okay, so Nancy we say F the Benum the dwarf sanctions neighbor. Now finally, F in the Babon thing. Cape Coast mysterious Abontua dwarfs, dwarfs. They have been banned 5 home games. Now, they're here. You're finding on 15,000. Crowd misconduct. A yomone, unsopon fidelity. I almost say one go. I'm just referring 3 minutes now to so. Referring about 4 minutes. I'm a governor to Kano. Referring so governor take another referring point. In 10 years, almost referee pa.
Basa penalty about time. Yeah, bo referee.
Say no na e was say yen central for the bia ye say at the time added on no. E just say a minimum of.
And now what's your referee explanation of the Newcastle team no? Or say time or the 4 minutes to so no. Omo yes substitution.
Yes.
A man require man extra 30
seconds. Yes.
Na say no create minimum on like time no dia to so.
And now only Ghana Hanan clubs the players in the omo yen say referee the time to so ho no mu delay.
Yeah.
And Ghana referees no so as say boys na because Ghana referees omo say Ghana players.
No correct.
Minimum dey be omo ye. Ghana referee Ghana player bi no bi go tackle the 9. No Ghana ho to why bobo na no boy so say nkore no. Almost about too much. Muna come go for now. Every president can say Muna must say game. Born Mrano must say head injury.
And stop it play.
Head injury is the only a year you stop it play because head injury which a concussion and ABB. I'm not go fast in Biaba. Play be no be challenge also a tian and nazo today. No a jan what to.
Obi the shoulder to
Obi Kosabo never if the ball is a paper young head you know. Born I almost Biana. They be almost sorry Ghana players about so was more habro for the ball anyway. Ghana referees almost heavy. And Nuntina the players and referee 3 minutes to swap. And very soon you must start here in the book referee's corner best start to be. Near education because clearly been tidy and I
Van da bene. Ghana so introduce VAR da bene.
Some can say next year. Said you can next season, which is 2026-2027 season. Tiebo season we ana almost be pilot
VAR. Mandatory on say a country be ya.
I FIFA so more tries a country be when buy in this scared baby because can't be my place.
Now which make catch FIFA so what's wrong say send ya hat here.
Only himself VAR almost say it costs almost £25,000 per game.
Per game, yeah.
Okay. Per game
8 venues
game. Now some VAR no who use VAR I just say coverage you should have a minimum of 8 cameras per game.
You have different angles.
A minimum of 8 cameras.
FIFA best support you to implement and as a one.
FIFA will support kakra, but I say be pilot no 2 venues. Maybe a Kumasi ni Accra, Kotokoni has matches. And no almost woman tiasi. So no by no go say go. Uncle have say offside ni kete. Uncle brekum. There is offside grad the ekesi referee e dia no no VAR. It uba ha na ka se VAR on tiasi. Na minimum how be say because VAR no mobile so soldier for kan ho.
Exactly.
Any police for no special forces for no. Our training a mono a abodam money a almost 3 mo almost form kan because yes how okay say be chimney a almost car ko block kwan start times bus car ntimi an cost do one match I'm say car na say
match so mo twitwa wires light
was for me be as good for you
only say via use light
yeah
it ehu hia say ode ni nyina e so na the answer na nko Oze Kumasi Asante ko coach Prince Awusu wenya yiri ma me afrim na ye ba be ka ho se be shamunsu na na enya shama o US onso na no okay well nyina no ye de hon samba ko Gidi Dramani enso akasa for player bi ho e say next season o has ko penema no nyina hon samba ha and so ya bobo no ha e di elbow jwedi so and yes so if you come no ba ne Champions League no e go so koso enwi ene matches so na enu amanfo bob na but still omu move aka so mu nyai na ade enem se benya kumo obetimi so jai sisi ana honto
so be wank here we yen wuda okay Sandy
where to you present last season never to 2 years last season still that ya sell through I feel Premier League aka 9 matches ni be jai Chairman. Champions League starting group phase ya do round of 16 about first round away. I've been able to
who now my boys in the bell.
No. 24 Croatia baby one so.
Chris Evans so.
Hey, now so there's all the only
so almost every look who the cars here na na dem
Arsenal be winning on matches aka nyina age league no se me ntwa afi de kofra ni de Arsenal match be a win so they be at Tottenham so be to me stay
okay yanko manani
.7 95.7
Are you ready? Are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Right, Chama Mamina say young Kona for later say Sadia come through for cross no. Yeah, finding Ramra live on Pure 95.7 of them live. Ewo Facebook and pay Pure FMT. One more no. Yeah, mama, a good morning. Say Haruna Mo Eddie Free the state. How much more so I'm ready no. Young fan Chelsea and so Mamina UEFA. A Champions League match was Gumsa and also European no. Yeah, the some Abraham Ewo Jumadon Sanra. Woko a Champions League games and so the first game catch them early kickoff na aye 5:45 sa game ni timi koso e wo on my night friends aye take my Galatasaray wo mo sheba ko Liverpool club no man timi ante eno player friends them aye Mario Lemina Junior warum de nya sa go na de my club friends Galatasaray Liverpool pemia ba still enya de se go bia enso timi baye mame fan to go se okọ Bergamo Atalanta wo mo etina fi Emma Bamun team no e be so by 6-1 mame fan to go se player your friends Stanisic enya first goal Michael Olise able 2 goals Serge Gnabry ebo go Aranche friends Nicholas Jackson wano eshe go Jamal Musiala enso eshe go Manema enso ye kama Edema bo ko friends na ba mu ntimbo player ye friends Mario Passaris enya consolation bako Edema Atlanta nyina no ye the one some emamo ewo dwumode ne sanwa wo piemu ewo Metropolitano aye stadium aye Atletico Madrid 5 Tottenham Hotspur aye 2 wonu say a ball game the first aye 22 minutes na Atletico early by 3 goals to 0 aye Marcos Llorente enya goal Antoine Griezmann eshe goal Abrante friends Lenormand eshe goal and a player friends no aye Abrante din and so Julian Alvarez and sunya goal ye the one some emamo ewo dwumode Alvarez eshe 2 goals sanwa Pedro aye Porro and a player friends Dominic Solanke won enya bienu Edema Spurs team na ye the one some eba and no big one so and so was St James Kwabra aye Newcastle against El Pasa game on aye 1-1 na player friends Harvey Barnes wonu enya goal aye 86 minutes Edema Newcastle game the last kick and the branch friends done almost every bench ebenya penalty Lamine Yamal converted penalty the can mechanic and aye 1-1 results and so pm ye the one some emamu ewo dwumade ne sanope na ye nin command for 70 pm remember aye UEFA aye Champions League game no bom and pay ma mention command say enfrim na branch na your friends Raheem Sterling na mami Raheem aye Sterling because okosia kan Edema club friends aye fan of that's one Chelsea for one terminate on contract na branch no ekopie mum enso e won the Netherlands wo bonebo Edema final do team no na the tennis menuka say player na your friends Raheem Sterling ye did won come the tennis Sterling na bo aye 3 matches and the Edema final on club of the say one ebenya na work e permit 3 matches wo no aye goal no assist Edema player no me reports from the branch no just one successful dribble and I want to sweat me completely and no branch your friend Sir Raheem Sterling demete and it's Nadia club no yes I will consider Sir Raheem Sterling one more ever terminating the contract I'm a player akobak Sir Branch and Tinafi wa Chelsea Emma Bono why rusty so the ball Emma Raheem Sterling one would you find that watch back and by one some no yet Emma would murder and a player friend Carl Walker and so then a retirement from international football and so the buyer not just after 96 matches at the English national team walk off 5 major tournaments or the Osumina and so abana and I Carl Walker and watch the entire what I Osumina abana our international football now Carl Walker say young fan to guess on now I prefer to retire earlier rather than saying explain it to Thomas Tuchel Serbia Osiaka our championship no not just also my explanations and about the English national team coach and I opinion the team so I know coach your friend is Thomas Tuchel and oya jetus I Burnley team no one ever relegation on pese we say our championship no national football and so about so coach my friend just for explanations or send an easy decision na aye decision no so make enti area Carl Walker and you didn't want some answer to ja ewo aye dwumade no so per ni no you don't want some emamu ewo dwumade no so ko Brezola mami ayem na aye coach na needing enso ade Carlo Ancelotti enche na coach no ne team no enso aye babo because nyame adum ending of this one Brazil ewo international friendly games we no almost ahead of FIFA aye World Cup no na onu sem nya si coach no e ka kire aye name the club aye Santos yes best 2 weeks in here and we catch a Santos club and say Brazil and some club never game and yet a miracle na sa game na omo ebono obeba betra stadium no be a name Dos Santos Junior because of person nya close a view of a name no is a name no obefre no and also on a name no yes name so no according to Santos for almost bra just no game almost ka and the champ coach no say player no we pra anti miracle game no Abrantia your friend said Nema enti ensi aka repeat another screen say no and say now much ombo game na ye say coach e Carlo Ancelotti akotena stadium wo say okwa Abrantia your friend said Nema Dos Santos Junior Santos for no say omo catch and say sa game no be empo game omo ebo the next week no and say Sunday and no more say player no nso betia but omo say Nema from last season on team enye training and I say from last week when ontimi enye training anu nti omo ye Neymar enkakra na coach no em se boni enso banitirim waba Neymar amobia no akase Neymar we wono enti ontimi asase ye Neymar ama ko fa bufo pi enso dia ba ye de wonsam ema mo onu se Neymar enso ticket no IG na mami Neymar eye ne video no waba ye video enso de nsam enso dia to ya Neymar asian fancy asase se dia onhu dia onye na onu Neymar asia kan we pra almost a wrong and so he injured no the games are almost a wrong so come as odwene no na we asia kan a almost a wrong one Neymar hold back almost a wrong so obo in pain almost a wrong so Neymar so obisa o ade pa and a Brazil for epes waye because the question say complicated at the moment Neymar dos Santos Junior say na no Santos relegation na Neymar uncle Sergio Cas onya what the boy save Santos from relegation and confirm the problem say obi a we pra we ball gbe we pra yes ko tranche a won tranche and say we pra na ball so say we ma and so asem for access into Neymar say area pa and mo person ye and we video Neymar and so ayade ba bontina that screen so yeah, there was some Emma so now I'm Thiago Silva, one who a former captain and the man national team, Thiago Silva, and Obukobusa and says, Peggy says, Neymar, Brazil, and Farenco World Cup, and I say any concern Neymar, Echo World Cup, maybe Mammy Thiago Silva, I'll say, young friend to get Senka Kaonom, and yet Thiago Silva, dear, Nakawe debate to be anymore, say Neymar, Elsia, Kana, or body year, and what's a World Cup. Now, when Neymar born our body so far. Since Brazil League started, Neymar bola wobo, Edema Santos, Nature's Branton, and was so called World Cup. No debate. Now, also Neymar, our pitch, and so, and I've nothing Neymar, our team, Neymar, just on one because I'm my opponent, Tiaria, so, oh, you're opposing a coach, now all plan around a Neymar, which is a winner headache, and Neymar, dear, I was so called FIFA World Cup, maybe, and I did Thiago Silva, one who answered the together, some Air Coso, and coach Carlo Ancelotti, I just what na kamu wono ekohe and so call Santos games okohe Neymar Bobino and na player friends Gabriel Barbosa and so the Gabigol the bofu Babe Gabigol was na wo coach say a team na so baka cho say player no play on team say can team member because so say na obere now the assassin player na identity men so me striker e wo Brazil na no ayo 18 players about team din ka o wo say slot no aka 8 I will consider and today na coach no amero no aye Gabriel Barbosa aye the performance name odisa de so go game name na so ko no onye available want me emo sama chin we Barbosa one so ne bofu enum aye update aba ya de won some emamu enso adwuma de so no pay yenko aye UEFA Champions League games ne so na ye ne komami abranche friends of Victor Osimhen obenya the different aye picture so de mama because enra before the game ye won say aye Victor Osimhen na nisu enso esane na aye Osimhen so ninyina ade so be kan sama baba your story say club of France Galatasaray support say decide say omo enka say yusika akoye bana kase just a bana no aye branch of France Osimhen ni late aye mother omo nim koya Osimhen na ma me no afaso abre emra Osimhen started a football career and just anima enkoye for Victor Osimhen no ma me no next to support na ma me no support na bana am say the bano abaye striker enso dia mo team no na dia ma aye Victor Osimhen osu yeni or TV ne so a omo se momenta omo magina ya ye bo Champions League anthem no na aye player no eso mame aye bana no Galatasaray aye supporters no mame bana kase no mo koye just omo de mam abranche France Osimhen ene ne mame no omo ye mame no ne picture kakraka just Victor Osimhen and so ena eda won okuta aye ne ba ko ene waso ba ko ensa ena mame no ehwe aye Victor Osimhen way ena Victor Osimhen momenta wo free opia free tunnel no hu ya no ena sunum enso ahase eno aye Victor Osimhen aye Galatasaray supporters ne say Omo dia womo jini tumu sa ayobo dia Victor Osimhen and so catch supporters ne say womo partner wo cross here no na aye for the better and the mono aye Victor Osimhen since arrive here ekwanya aye just Galatasaray supporters womo afaso treated no nani enso timi age na enra Victor Osimhen aye assist edema aye club na aye from Galatasaray 1 years ago name aye assist ni go no omo ruling offside mami fan to say aye mami coach Arne Slot one no Liverpool for Liverpool coach na Anna Slot, and after the game they are to say Liverpool opponent Asia Kaya wamunya chance not just omu enso kwakwashe was opponent any chance ekwanya omu first omu so ever bono with omu chance no as the last chance of their lives name only compare Liverpool or say omu Liverpool there just a chances no eba best 10 and as omunya chance no ma say as omu nim say omu create 10 chances and so they can win emwa or say I was a Liverpool team no omu sua there from the to omu this season and according to Anna Slot and Edison Commono na Edna Van Dijk ebufuye because Nkoma wodi after the game of Van Dijk omukomusa Van Dijk say mo akrana your phone is real in Gomoha Enra mama no ama mesia kan and was say ono Van Dijk na kasa Enra ne won pi say akrana friend say real in Gomoha Enra wanya a chance ama mesia kan because was say Enra game no edu baby na Liverpool akrana ne energy omu game against Wolves energy na small boy Adebano and no points baby na Liverpool enyansa energy no nemum enya de se Anna Slot Emma kwan Emma real in Gomoha enso besia ka Enra na Van Dijk as a captain were disappointed ewo Enra resource enso ba no enum later sama Mo Salah enso yiri firim a Mohamed Salah enso bofu yesi Mo Salah time Anna Slot yiri firim obante no na wonu enso kasakasa as on ten was a game a boy near yiri firim ko for say da bi Mo Salah say you firim atiase because mo de bono ewo fempa enum area tie mami Jimmy Carragher or former player edema club friends Liverpool na wakeka bi ensom ade akire coach friends Anna Slot de kai Jimmy Carragher say yenfa we entu yasewe Emre bi atwamo na teams esuru aye Liverpool say Anfield others aye team Kronifie na omusuru aye Liverpool nemum enra of still Liverpool no who you know omu say team when Liverpool fans omu ye tourist what just be heard for when Liverpool fans as omu call tour and so aye Rom aye stadium and Rams Park or still Liverpool for a tour now according to Jimmy Carragher say Jurgen Klopp ever build a Ferrari and Anna Slot and so driving Ferrari no said wakwa on side in so high uchi with care say ya wan kasa wo dia which meets accelerator down. Not just a walk or Anna Slot build a Ferrari. And just a Ferrari, no, a Liverpool for dia. Never coach that France Anna Slot driving Ferrari, no, say the Liverpool for Aqua High. And I Jimmy Aqua and someone a numpao. And I Tiaba, yet Mamu Ewo Jumadus Mauricio Pochettino because I know I am Metropolitano Stadium or Mauricio Pochettino, where former coach Edema Club now, you're from Sir Tottenham Hotspur, not Tottenham, also I am Madrid and Metropolitano Stadium Kokosiakai. Wouldn't some I am Mauricio Pochettino the idea and some Atletico Forum and so I invite no so I'm a match in the now. Play now team one the Elko Spain the same air flight not Spurs supporters and so to play them and Omoto and cinema coach and I say I will play them supporters maybe I catch coach and say no baby Omutim the Elka I also ba na obe save air Spurs because dear Thomas Frank Abaye before the supposed to call yeah just Omudi you want to say come on go to the honor so they won't ready Wambenya I am Mauricio Pochettino so obe save again Pochettino na peda nsa wonom agent samba ewo flight in insider ya don't come eba mu ewo tumede so mame aye goalkeeper na your friend say aye Kinski enom aye Spurs enra go to the obiadim de kosi ye dem say Vicario and aye first choice goalkeeper edema club na your from Spurs name game eba sasia no any who say coach no a drop aye Vicario ade aye Antonin aye Kinski and we dey kwada goal ni mo na edru baby na kran e was from here at the other screen so 17 minutes na wa concede 3 goals enti ewa na coach ni decide say there be e was so yi player no and so yi keeper no enso de bench Emma Vicario enso kodam na obenya video back no from air fans na angle na boy no air but because to that time intro no work as a goalkeepers air union ni na air casetia air decision of coach air go to the coach no enso de about to gas na all protect air boy no goalkeepers ni bebrebe eso Wakele Abrante no Wakele air confidence moment one ɔno epia ba abɔntene so when opia no even bench one bench or walking straight echo tunnel on the inside na once all corner so opia no Spurs players na eba na nche na omo try some console because where there asa crowd nanim eguase eno Antonin Kinski and you didn't want some answer to ja which made the so no and David here the message and so the about me here the message on also aposti the ama branch friends Kinski was say adena esi enra no difficult adwene nemom se onda go di bida saade na esi enra no wo onte ase se wonya wo gipa difficult se obete ase nemom se o akoda no ne shoes mu na bo se enra de na esi no na easy for Abrantia friends Kinski na ono David here the ordinary support the ma goalkeeper no on keeping the heads up na ogidi ese akra no enwere no ho obesan so nya opportunity na just what justify no and so the cherry asigina and David here story and as an nsema one say come Kinski mami ego to door unum say wababa the first manager was Spurs history the first 4 matches in charge Walusu games nyina opanyi we so ba man so nyina ka say on lose the first game da name of the first 4 Walusu nyina NC da Spurs ebefa coach na coach across the first 4 matches nyina olusu at least ka draw bi enso timi so benya results no enso de amia the first 4 coach and olusu nyina na yeka first 4 na say would say Tottenham Hotspur omu team na kasa so meno ka say Spurs enya 143 years omu history unu say that 6 consecutive matches Spurs lose nyina enra coach ego to do asansoma ebi enso timi 6 consecutive matches Spurs lose nyina enum diaba ya de won some mamu ego tuma so mama ora ya friend said Diego Simeone tolo wonu coach adema Atletico team no say enro mu Julian Alvarez mo ka sa Alvarez ebe free Spurs and so be free Atletico no coach ni se bonim de mo ka enra ohusa akoda no na oye happy na ne hopes nyina and is Alvarez ebe stay na Atletico na osemo ready akoda no ni season we ya na so ba Atletico dia oya so we goals awasha teams awasi academy nyina Atletico and wa she goals do enti bibia twese boy no be stay woni ba bia enso ko na me no ka say Tottenham Hotspur omu supporters trust and release a statement and pay na almost say almost statement and kasa enra the enim guasia pa akwaba and a team no enso kwaje enra catch the management of the club so chance enye bibi because enra their course no performance no any results no total disgrace abesma just a state of tense was Spurs since I can say and also from January transfer window edeba management appointment no one say perform lacking leadership and total absence of anyone with a Spurs pedigree. What I say, that's a air question. Just obi and deserve say obey you Spurs club no and I supporters no and I release statement and no pages here demete and say a pressure abam penifone so menya reports say Sean Dyke demete and say wakayes and the Spurs team no just the amount say a 2.5 year contract and an option for a year 2030 and you so penina kayes and so the Tottenham Hotspur so team no na oko ba mu nkyere no bega mu omuko hwie ne ma aguye chese omo ma ne je Atlanta ejomo nsem na mame club of France ba mu nkyere omo attack no masa enkofo no attack no dai come goals any goal contribution masa enkofo no juma Hurricane Michael Olise Luis Diaz enkofo no ball obobo no enya asemgoto a mame fa we enter Hurricane say goals 48 assist 25 Luis Diaz Eba this season 20 goals 14 assists Michael Olise 20 goals just a 20 goals Sanso Anna Serge Gnabry 8 goals Nicholas Jackson 7 goals assists no Olise were 25 Luis Diaz 14 Serge Gnabry 12 Joshua Kimmich 9 and a branch of France Lama Enso 7 into Uncle Fano team na anu Bruta ball omobono and anya some good to and Nicholas Jackson Sanso nya go back to back goals because league no last weekend Oshego Enra was Sanso be go Michael Olise kwa na yoni nkom Olise since journey Bayern club no 2024-25 year season 17 goals 18 assists this season 18 goals 24 assists and Michael Olise and I know na Christian Elbo Abranche friends Luis Diaz now abona so here juma Michael Olise enso ya on so deserve abasobody from last season and he be say this is why juma ye pa and retenemo enra Bayern every game no 6-1 we mo san so enya bad news Alfonso Davis diameter say wakwa kopra afa na ba mo ntintim mba ba sese no na almost say sereka go we player enso eba me so games no enyo no kwa menya report say Jamal Musiala enso ekopra enra coach Vincent Kompany and director na ye friend some Ebel wo enso confirm ye say players no me no akopra unim say goalkeeper the other to so no Jonas Ubek one enso akopra enra menya report say injury no 8 to 10 days a head injury and okonya no ademete and so no so eba Messi Leverkusen game and afi Atlanta second leg no eba say Steve Ulrich and eba dem because man no ya enso epra eno ademete mame fantiga say Barcelona enso ewo England na mame fa we entuga say mame Gerard Martin Martin unim say games Gerard Martin started as a centre back. So I'm finding cover right back. Name Ochilem 50 on Barca and Lusu game. And in 15 games, and one started a centre back. Nina no Barca and 15 wins. And Radiano and draw and I branch here. Your friend says Gerard Martins on also Yajumapa. Namamin fan to Hans Flick area after one or drawn Hans Flick. I say, young fan to guys. And Rabas enya 96 minute goal penalty nana amazing ha and club na your from Newcastle ball e come fast one more pressure Barca coach na kase first Hans Flick no e unsen ko fana sane ma pi because somebody kai and no boy e wo league face no enya say and na ko fana ball asiate na mamen fa we entiga say Lami Yamal say na idea ball no English football or say ya pass ball no man na ogia e chense do akwa wiade onya je ball na nipa miensa no mo saw onya je nipa 3 no obo saw eno Lami Yamal no a wo mo tete also on tiase onim ekwaya technical players bi to so Bruno almost survive English football because do won no not just anu see eno ba ena games no ba so na matches ba so no ma fantiga sem games na eno to jade no oko Champions League ne ma enya sam ketua ma men fa we ma say early kick off no Leverkusen Arsenal 8 o'clock other games ba so Budo and Sporting PSG Chelsea and Real Madrid Man City na Man City for Timbers no eno ehun say ram enso ewo Madrid City or Emra na so checking in ewo hotel mame Man City for no engo for the bus dey basa anwa shibruta o Barca we no ura inside chance dey play mo and club na from Manchester City Antoine Semenyo and the teammates na no ka say omokodru enso ewo Madrid chance Emra Timbers ni bedru no o say supporters ni bi enso baye ebe welcome the moment players no enso see am over and I was ye dey won some eba mu ewo dwumade no so na Pep Guardiola SA we ena mubehu surprises na obi anim surprise kra mubehu no osi mubehu surprises na osi we the first time oni coach your friend some we Alvaro Arbeloa enso eba bebo na onu say Madrid Madrid enfo any coach kro Madrid enkofo no ye ka Champions League Real Madrid entena mubehu ne ma pi the game no enom according to Peminya report say yes Pep eso person take full advantage of Mbappe absence and after Jude absence now call ultra attacking Bernabeu Stadium and Sam Mbappe enim Jude Bellingham anymore also call ultra attacking Editia Madrid Bernabeu Stadium no oba attack na omukobusa Federico Valverde and say club from Manchester City wo player bi Ofrigana your friend Antoine Semenyo one wakra no na ekwaba na mo stop Antoine Semenyo and Fedi Valverde say Manchester City team about one player City from goalkeeper and they see the last person one ekita quality players na no crop say was some Madrid pay attention was City players including on more bench na no crop I say Madrid focus mankasa wo dwene ekwan the game for Manchester City one plan and also players there be any no and a mother for and so and no I according to Fedi Valverde and no any coach and a press conference no na mami Ferland Mendy because Real for no as a chat to be and swato and I almost say Ferland Mendy and Madrid Ferland Mendy the chat almost say 2022 Ferland Mendy against Man City Madrid SLE true 2023 no out Madrid for Efrimo 2024 Osiakai Madrid go through 2025 the chance na Madrid just a fellow Mendy Osiakai Madrid for SA go through 2025 a season way league first no Man City and Madrid na Abrantia France fellow Mendy out Madrid elusu sa match and fellow Mendy ever start game no and so best kind bibia trust omu enso betia go through na mama fancy almost over 800 million people over 800 million people and a very energy a game and so betia because almost we the highest amount ever 2025-2026 a Champions League a season na mama Madrid for lineup na babu ntenye said the name enso betia community report said na coach France that's Abeloa enso Gina Debi or had a center back on so Rudiger and Dean Harrison or yellow card on the next yellow card or Mr. Return like Mina report some manager FSO call for Arantia France Raul Asensio and Courtois Rudiger Asensio Trent and fellow Mendy Sanso Ana Chouameni Ada Guile Federico Valverde Gonzalo Garcia Ibrahim Diaz Bakona Bestati Vinicius Junior and Thiago Ayapetach how many players are Ebesia Camden Madrid na wabra game no and also Arsenal club no many players no because Arsenal for so formal kama Mino kase Arsenal team no ewo Germany na womu any Leverkusen match no enso ebaso na Arsenal players in the moment omu eram ewo airport womu aircraft plane edo man echemu ewo just Germany who players no Mikel Arteta on Martin Odegaard also out Ricardo Calafiori and Leandro Trossard also ya available name ombe ene Sanso ana Gabriel Magalhaes and Brantia Francis Saliba also munyina available Declan Rice and Martin Zubimendi also munyina available we Arsenal guys no and no I'm not just one for power tracks you na no say na Kai Havertz also a former player at Leverkusen Havertz as 100% ready no so feel fit na opeso ye de obetia ye bia Emma Arsenal womu enso etimi age trophies or say this month no or just anyama ashashi ekoye enso edema ono ankasa kai enti bibia enso ye kamawe Arsenal supporter wo dada Chelsea ebo PSG na so Khalifi president edema PSG team no matches say on mesinimum menya reports and game no ontimi emehwebi ninya se waka enso ewo Doha because of tension one Middle East no on say plane entimi to yes or try the obey bias on Kopesu we piemo just France no be sa match bi week we nyina no or try nemum enya de sekwan enso timeto panyi no enso bekoso ST Doha wa bra game no wonom enso entimi be bi ne Luis Enrique on Joao Neves obukobusa ne say player no nan say we start and was say Central for a country on to me and San Kebu ono daben ana ne team ebo game eba aye ne lineup or just will give you clue Edema the opponent or can in Central or catch Central for said the wakam Eddie Cheni opponent enti onka lineup ne ba eba hu say Neves eba start na on to me start mami PSG omo attack no 4 attackers and against Chelsea minya reports and manager decision and say opese obiem enti bia na yebenya 4 players Arantia France Dembele Kvaratskhelia Bakola any player na France Doué who say omo na start game na Emmanuel Enyon mami Chelsea omo squad na because Chelsea for you say omo so na team Chelsea ediko PM France na no just man omo kwako shaka enya asengojwa on the Chelsea for so we atta say no Robert Sanchez Makukuera Tosena Darabia yo Benoit Badiashile Pedro Neto Enzo Fernandez Liam Delap Obo Fabrantia France Kopama Philip Jorgensen Andre Santos Mamadou Sarr João Pedro Gerard Hato Sansona Chaloba Rezeus Moises Caicedo Malo Gusto Wesley Fofana Jose Champo Magui Romeo Lavia Alejandro Garnacho any player France Max Emmerich Omo any players are coach and so they are and why and a better goal post because weekend FA Cup game no you say changes the goalkeeping department also onka Liam Rosinia as onka the best starting there Nemum say you start a game as a lineup and out to the game. Lineup no APR ni akope bi enso nemum pass over the kind of players and that's what I say way best started way started here only sound common fancy bia. Me nya report said coach ne person Omamalo Gusto start game no our right side or Ekobana sa Major Sir Reece James ono enso be ba I am middle no abeka I am Moises Caicedo mo Enzo Fernandez mo anasa yes Enzo Fernandez mo our middle amanyama ayakama Marco Kuyara enso returning tena Kukuyara enso betia sia kano ya dia ba ya don some ema mo ewo dwumade no so Xavi Hernandez and run make sure say ora friends Javier Tabas asenya no Crystal La Liga for Emma green light to be SMS returning nemum Xavi Hernandez asaba wontene or say ono ankasa personally tried no betima bia so didn't Messi baba or say for 5 months no any Messi 18 comment to me comment no Emma bibia ayakama or Canadian aye president one Laporta and a can no Emma Sadio no enso an go through and a latest eba hunsam no yet Emma mom enso ewo dwumade no so no pay mamenkos aye shell Ghana aye limited said you have better sleep open better life Samsung open better smartphones and even better no car no enso here aye better fuel ade agume korban sadia nurse okoto fuel no ewo aye go and as am shell me ba cho shell and I will call shell SA one and I did a new and improved Shell V Power what is a Shell V Power no anu shibruta omo the Shell fuel save unleaded Shell fuel save a diesel ni nyina bi enso dia ba enti kotobi onu se new and improve a Shell fuel save no there and last 15 kilometers longer per tank and a V Power no so jai enya sem go to akranti Shell so the omo fuel stations no also bebrebe Shell simply better by far maminka sem a polytank adama omo and the polytank and so there ba all person all saving so water storage a polytank any nyane efrite omo and obi anim timo a muisi ya dano so person unya kwa befa so asto nso a polytank and we say your Ghana mine until the end of March obeto a polytank sumo super tank bia ye more save up to 10% off at no your best at over 1,000 Ghana cedis all the sets can be show butum free a polytank and no papa no and one polytank name almost say ye because ni pabone for those so frosters ne dozo polytank and request momo payment online entiano asen so dia ba me no way insecticide spray fabi good demo office wo wadwuma mo shop no because entonton once and tatia and tafra etete wa u use spray we bia wonu am eni asem and na odi ku a hu nya se wo be pia kwetena bonchen so tena inside one because enkofati yare bia enfamero na we so no sounds just some sweet scent enti ko say hu nya aye diffusers crowd all them more but say o Kumasi a over friends 0546-113-450 or Accra so 0503-510-799 na woni aye no way for enso atimi akasa mamenka say ye ko akopiem e wa Genjamet Dental Clinic so a same problem aye Genjamet ane de ko obi a sabi okasa na pampan firumba halitos yare oba ye beboa won so osenso obi osena pai obi ono ma sabi true medication amana se no asosakala obesa wo silver and say gold 18 obesa wo braces Genjamet Dental Clinic near Shanakama Enfamo Kumasi Abrepo Johnson Bantama High Street Total Filling Station Chakra Nungwa SHS Nincho NDC office Nawa and I Techman for Maxi Market Kenton Road and I been Genjamet number 0598-731-823 Spa House one and the Pure FM reviews scratch for win no and so Adiabana way sika any de here a mobile phone and I just SIM card or register mobile money also now impo 5 Ghana cedis at them over to the Sika could see 1 million Ghana cedis over dial star 850*12# star 850*12# now I select to station no select Pure FM now what 5 Ghana cedis I could see 2,000 between now o confirm him I will lucky card which as you choose lucky card I have 5 options no what choose back up no I confirm you gameplay but momo pen no we a instant results game with ya pay cry near Sunday Usika enso the amakama Muhammad Wuru 18 years no I star 850*12# but on what I would ya kama e will endle Caritas lottery platform so me show now for old found him midima for Herbal Clinic Dr. Time that's on no makato time doctor na what the time NSA area no sir yare no atete wache yaba woniama no concussion say no mpania wa was still wo ento akwantra wa still wo ento midima for say for yare nyina ebra eye atwoma agogo ne be hia won na pamfo no ehɔ na abehu sayaresa enso baabi atwoma agogo eno 0244774282 0244774282 na wonu am enso enkasa menapa say o kuma say o baby abeda waso bejo kama unya problem security air 24 hours and can you just 24 hours and so flow 24 hours rooms no air condition rooms ehɔ ye kama na ye sansu treat you say dey share there eno menapa Royal Guest House ye Oshim School Junction for girls gift anyone mabuso bia say o California food junction ye settle o airport sounds and o bus terminal ye mefa wa no friend 0543 556 666 and 0544-882-772 Frepa Baba near before come and so do I call Rick Pass Company Limited SA Seahorse Ultra Cool Coolant Arubi and also the good card and so na ye and so the wintem Ghana weather no and so the wintem warrior over bow engine say Obama engine crowing natin because o use and so for a Seahorse Ultra Cool Coolant Arubi and I be good Careboa Emma we engine no running smooth a sound so called a sequence what to up what so I'm an engine air yedma a Seahorse Ultra Cool Coolant and we here now for 0544-133-169 0544-133-169 afi aye vim champagne energy drink no ye boma no pay na ye tuja ye tiama aye vim champagne energy drink no eno ena ye di LA Foundation makacho sem o ye program bi na be serve awo sem o ye program bi na aye a call for celebration host party a vim champagne anopay oko adwuma do de actually area no bone kama otu sampa more energy more vim vim champagne energy drink no I don't know here opese wutu a metro mema number no friend dem say I can say shops na be no supermarket no event vendors no omunyina eto bi mo mpese mutu no 0322-190-877 0322-190-877 ofra won sa abeka dodo bi a wo pe na won so atu sa wo beton anaso be use no omo a na ebo chamo ye ko Litina Travel and Tour chama no se me catch say na no bi frame me say ne anti so be fana kwa abuchi
ana ga say dey no muntra
dabi
wow pa abuchi akọ ene yi no Litina den go for kwa ma ko World Cup
yeah
it Litina say kan ju bia say opomo mo ye adwuma e bia ye adwuma you and a good salary mam wo businesses wo on a shop wo on a company mam wo Segolin mam wo Adum PZ mam wo Swami magazine mam wo Krufru Muru market mam wo Central market mam wo Sokoban Wood Village Charles no timber ne guys na mo ho no omo no mo po mo mam wo Asafo market ene ye ni nyina no omba obi oye na dwuma o sa no metia kwa kwagye na ma easily na mo so mo different packages ye wo Canada only ye USA only ene yo Canada and USA ebia anso ne bo eti eno anso be friendly Litina Travel and Tours na omo acheche mo dia ma sika obetua no if they be as low as $4,000 no and the ebu wa $4,000 will ticket ka ho ticket adi tukwa kwa ba wo you had be born no Canada ho e ka ho baby abeda ka ho you create opportunities amount what you say travel insurance 3,990 for the first 50 people that's about $4,000 any Canada the nkwa any USA the so and 2 games e ball no Ghana US Ghana Croatia Ghana England Ghana Croatia ni me no e born wo USA ho it no super US nkwa omoma 2 game tickets omoma ebo amwaje visa baby abeda ticket ad be kwasa ba eni nyina no o just $6,990 that's $7,000 and yawo and yeah in fact $6,990 no Canada ni US aya kabum now per US nkwa $5,590 let's say $5,600 when na Litina dia but former number ni tudwa na 84 and from
Litina number na 0205 229553 0205 229553 and 0506 676957 0506 676957
and Andy the Amaran in some news
and other people interested in going to support their team would have to submit a visa request to the American Embassy. We are being told that we must ensure that supporters who go return on the visas. It has taken a lot of work to restore Ghana's a 5-year non-immigrant visas and take us off the ban list. It is my hope that this event will not send thousands of Ghanaians to America and get us back on the ban.
Okay, I don't know, Christian.
Jamagankam.
And I just hear and radio Nias are in the unity. Kabaya,
and then come be ball Asna Basso.
They number born out of where about
David be me was him tears and me was Asna Basso. Ocean by me Koyan and Ra.
I
by me Ekosha Atalanta by 6 goals.
By 6 goals to 1. And
Ra, no be him say by me be winning. But were you expecting them to win by this margin?
No, it was huge.
Atalanta FNC a 15th. About Champions League a group stage in the no. Chairman, omo finish a 15th. Omunya 13 points. 13 points na chairman omunya ye no. Omo ni ATM. Any Juventus any the same 13 points. 15th no omo finish ye no was because of a goal difference. And Atalanta ekobo a playoff. Chairman playoff no bekaya. Omo botia another German side in Borussia Dortmund. Lost the first leg by 2-0. I never imagined. Sir, Atalanta elusive first leg by 2-0 no bet me qualify. But second leg no bet na fie no. Eche Dortmund e kanai Dortmund eche kanimu baako. So they qualify against all odds. Sir team way and enra Bayern Munich equation is 6-1 without a hurricane. Chama hadie Bayern Munich bet the Champions League no. Who rate teams bet the Champions League now?
Yes.
What the Bayern Munich become?
Yes, me the become.
The reason is very simple. Chairman, Odum say omo the world champions in Chelsea. This year Champions League no. Bayern Munich Chelsea by 3-1. World champions Bayern Munich share omo. Defending champions in PSG. Bayern Munich away. Share PSG by 2-1. In a game where Luis Diaz any red card in the first half. Second half ni nyina no Bayern Munich ball with 10 men against PSG or a defending champion, yet they beat PSG by 2-1. Odum say Champions League na ebo no Bayern Munich lose 1 match pay. Why say Bayern Munich? Arsenal is the only team one or share Bayern Munich. One share keku that day no Arsenal share Bayern Munich by 3-1. So in as much as we have Bayern Munich, natural man, all respect Bayern Munich. So say Bayern Munich bet me ajia, give some same respect, the same level of respect to Arsenal, because Arsenal is the only team. In this year's Champions League, Chama or share Bayern Munich, one share 1-0, one share 2-1. Arsenal share Bayern Munich 3-1. Chama on that day no, only say Arsenal about a shot on target against Bayern Munich. A shot. Bayern Munich with this attack able only 2 shots on target against Arsenal. Arsenal in 8 shots. You know, and no man for her Bayern Munich team Bayern Munich team bet me at the Champions League. Bako ka say Arsenal bet me adia. Chama man for say Arsenal team. But the only team adia what Bayern Munich this season no team friend Arsenal. And Champions League na bono. The only team undefeated, unlosing game in the Champions League, Arsenal. And I think that so here Bayern Munich born a bono. That's also Bayern Munich. My Bayern Munich some level of respect. Chairman, for same respect, FMA Arsenal. Now, I don't think chairman problem. Now, person solve problem now. No, I find another problem. I become problem no. Tottenham Hotspur in solving their problem, they've added one more problem. Also, the America. Tottenham Hotspur problem. Coaching, resourcing yet. Now they are going to solve the problem now. They've rather added another huge problem that they must solve. When the two of them say Omungofa air coaching. A report yes scouting. A report they report. Erima air Tottenham Hotspur for say Omungofa coaching. Chairman say we be a year Jumadema air Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur etua the car. Certain Momosa Kini Musika. Coach way ɛyɛ adwuma de ma Juventus mekai say 23rd March 2025 ɛna Juventus appointee Tudor ɔyɛ adwuma mekai say obere place Thiago Motta chama Juventus ɛmfa foreign coach o Juve ɔmfa foreign coach. The last time a Juventus ever foreign coach 2006 Abraham for Didier Deschamps. Every 2006 Ebano. Se Juve ebefa coach biana coach must be an Italian. But for all reasons I don't know no, Juventus a year off. Eko for a foreign coach in I go to do. Chema waba. The first season or the Juve 84th. Ama Juve a qualify for the Champions League. O yes I did not Juventus there be Papa de John obetimi aye. Etiema air contract extension. Omo extending the contract no ediko June 2028. Chairman, omo the contract extension na no. Omo appointed in March 2025. Maso March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, 27th October and a Juventus SRK I go to do. Almost I can no mekai game pa Juventus ekolusu 1-0 to Lazio. Sa defeat na Juventus 9 no. Na Juventus ako 8 games. Abrado mu wini bi. Straight away and a Juventus SRK coach no. Sa coach yo tifie na Tottenham Hotspur anya problem. Resource nye. Omo pe coach bi obetimi abetani nema around that. They went for this coach. Trent made na inama wo. Me hu bi da wo. Chama hadie. The board no so come. 4 matches, 4 defeat. Was how many goals? 5. Was 5. But consider how many goals? 14. Enra, somebody must go into the thinking of the coach, you know, the reason why he chose the goalkeeper. Because it doesn't make sense to anybody. Set number 1. Team no Lucy. Once a team ni Lucy matches, no, a just a team no lack confidence. Chama football no confidence yento. Untimi nkoto abontin fama. Untimi ni players ni kasa motivate omo, players ni enya confidence. The only time a players enya confidence no, chama is when they begin to win air matches. The moment air players lose air matches to us no. Untimi say chairman, team na lose air confidence. Now the last time one Spurs enya a resource. Yes, be omunya we know. Omunya even a point way back 1st February 2026. And omuni Man City ebo 2-2. Chama a free hobano. Oma lusu 2-0 to Manchester United. Oma lusu 2-1. Omutrefi Newcastle be show 2-1. Chama efie and Arsenal cost omo 4-1. Fulham be show omo by 2-1. Efie and a chairman Crystal Palace e show omo by 3-1. Sa team way and now they call Wanda Metropolitano against Atletico Madrid, the same venue. Barcelona kwaje 4. The same venue. Real Madrid kwaje 3-1. Chama I didn't convince coach say coach in fa a 22-year-old goalkeeper onya a Premier League start that. Chama keeper in Premier League no onya even one start. So we transfer marketer season way keeper only 2 start. The 2 start ni nyano eba in the EFA Cup. And no game no the man no keep an air test start. Why would the coach do that?
In a big game like that.
And I'm gonna say in a big game away to Atletico Madrid, Venu now wokono. Basa akwaje 9. Real Madrid akwaje 3-1.
I know of that Vicario moment enya ade.
Now Vicario ni way they set to my complete mismatch.
But so we had Dakra, he made a mistake, genuine mistake. I mean, goalkeepers do make mistakes. Why do you decide to shatter his confidence the way you do?
And say, no. Now, players follow trying to say, I'm sure that the Odian and Rano chairman were Kelly boy in the career. The boy on your chairman, mental tougher, he may not come back again.
Now, why recommend I got to Tottenham? Now, Tottenham now is the other Tom Comun. Wow, I got to the car. What would you back of another? And quite the best sad the crowd. Sir, I mean, Thomas Frank was not doing too well, but he was doing way better than this.
Yes,
because Thomas Frank, he was doing very well in the Champions League. He had automatic qualification. Away matches, he was splendid, spectacular. Tottenham had a fantastic away record. Sorry, Omar, in the Champions League, even in the league, away they do well. I got to then the home near way in I show and a sad way.
Omokra can say a Thomas Frank and a space qualified from the group stages.
Yeah.
Papa we the same I go to do on a day a Juventus. About 4-4 against Borussia Dortmund. The same coach.
I know. On the
same coach.
I got to the.
So why would they even hire this coach?
Or League One coach. League One.
League and the way I boy in the career no. Chama Odika can say no. Enra omo game no. What summarizing no. ATM didn't hear some bear match. 5 goals now, no. Chairman, the first 3 goals came in the first 17 minutes of the game. All of them were gifts. But keep third goal kwa na me yano. Keep an sleepy you. And the born man was it Julian Alvarez. And the toe net. Second goal so Van de Ven. Keep a mistake. Keep a mistake you know. 8 minutes later, na Van de Ven and so akwa sleepy. Na ATM afa ho and the born akwa kwatwa them. So the 3 goals they scored in the opening 17 minutes no. Chama goals are na kaya avoided preventable. Somebody ka say ka 5-2 there and kaya obi abetima overturning. But chama ye team no baby omo shada nya de kran so efie te fie kra no chairman I'm even afraid so wan hwa na ATM mesaba abehye omo omo stadium hobium nyama nye but Mohamed Salah dey na to Salah ni referee ball ni ball na chama a player last year ya waji Premier League player of the season no last year Premier League A playmaker of the season Premier League playmaker of the season no ye the player or make the most assist. Last season Premier League, Mohamed Salah energy or goal king or share more goals in the Premier League. In the same Premier League, player or more assist. Mohamed Salah. And not there, a man who said, Chairman, na we yaba or Liverpool did that. Coach in the free no, undo the buy. Coach in the free no, or the fullback in Jeremy Frimpong and the ball Mohamed Salah position. And Liverpool, they ba ko mbe nu omo ho enu omo ho. Luis Diaz no so omoton. Last year, se Mohamed Salah edifi right hoba. Na Luis Diaz enso difi left hoba. Se mfinfi ni kra nya. Kema na wingers ni contribute. But say no, Mohamed Salah a right side one no. Kema enye. And a left side one no. Se Kwadigapo nebo, se Flying nebo. Kema omu nyina so contribute. But America kan, baby aduni die. And say 1-0 de kema respectable. Now, and for the day, I'm making over tennis as call I know and probably qualify. But we have one Salah of last season. Chairman, 1 year to many pa drop is just 1 year. Say can decline no bear a graph and then can declining kakran sadia. Chairman can make sense. But in decline no sharp decline from the top to the bottom. Chairman, Ojiwa won't here. And even ball control. Something as basic as air ball control. Now Mohamed Salah find a problem with it. Chama US is ready and then muka so mo mane kwadia. So we be anti defending.
No be anti defending. Mo remember matches because I back up PSG bo Chelsea. Say Chelsea for game on pedi me boa. Say Chelsea no, so mo ho mo be sorry. Omo adrenaline be sorry a. Na big games like this. Chairman, last year, baby a PSG edge Champions League no. Almost started from this same stage. My Renfi said last year Umbo playoff. This same year they are still playing a playoff. Umbo playoff against a Monaco. We need first leg no a 3-2 away. And a second leg no Umbo a 2-2 eufi. To baby almost started ball Champions League no. I want the badge no the same way and a PSG asatia chama omo eba. But this season no nyamianim no kurani chama menyi PSG ni. Dedikai Champions League no and to say Real Madrid ebeji Champions League e defend aside defend back to back no. Na who defend Champions League na den. Etimi hu se PSG team we ebetimi defend. Ade ba ko a amami nyomu ni say omo ye extremely inconsistent. The same PSG and a Monaco free mu our Champions League A playoff no. But the same PSG chairman lose 3-1 to Monaco last weekend. So bekaya last weekend yeah Monaco ebo mo 3-1 no. And almost say omo etimi ama PSG for chairman omo form no e shada nko ni musa. Dia me hwe say this year PSG are dropping points against certain teams
in the Champions League, chairman, normally you expect PSG to win. Chairman, someone drop points against Bilbao. How many Bilbao was 0-0? PSG, chairman, LUC 2-1 to Air Sporting Lisbon. PSG, any Newcastle, able 2-2. PSG last game was against A Monaco. A game of Monaco, Eddie red card. Still, Omoni A PSG able 2-2. Abra PSG able fee. The same PSG, chairman, were beaten by Bayern Munich by 2-1. So, Usha PSG formula, chairman, they are beatable. Say Newcastle, etimi compact the Prince. Echo far drawn game one. Chairman, Chelsea going there and getting a resource, should not be beyond them. There, a man stroke a Kradima Chelsea, he said, the last 8 games are PSG abo. Etia English A opposition in the Champions League, chairman Fantuja. The last 8 games are PSG abo. Etia English teams in the Champions League, chairman PSG LUC A Bakupe. Say 2-legged affair. The last 3 2-legged affair, home and away against English teams, PSG a progressing. Chairman, Omkwaji Champions League last year here. If you knockout stage, round 16, we won a free moon. Liverpool. Omdru quarter final, Omu Aston Villa. Semi-final, Omu Arsenal. Almost start Premier League teams they lie. You free moon from the knockout stage in until they went to the final. But Chelsea, they can beat them. And even a Chelsea share chairman at the Club World Cup.
Club World Cup final.
Chairman, maybe on for Club
Chelsea
World Cup.
Finish completely.
Club World Cup is a lineup. Say Enzo Maresca the ball Club World Cup final. No. Say Enzo Maresca, Liam Rossini and the whole many as a coach now, Liam Rossini na. Chairman, many you
use the same
lineup. With a trend. And there, Enzo Maresca tactically, chairman, he was brilliant. So let me say PSG. The most important thing, and now one of the most important things to do is that, chairman, make sure that omu fullbacks ebe more defending than attacking. PSG fullback in the chairman Ashraf Hakimi, Eddie Nuno Mendes. Say who jai omu chairman, they will attack you. If your Club World Cup, no coach in the ball or the Kupama Echo 2. Nuno Mendes so. And or the Pedro Neto. Eto Ashraf Hakimi so. Why you say Akeku? On the Kupama position, wasama João Pedro, safety echo Kupama ho, and creating overload Nuno Mendes. On a very good day, say who defending against Kupama and Kwa, Chama Yajuma. Yeah. Kupama yani day. Now we defending against Kupama, Chama and Yajuma Kitwa. Coaching was very smart. And creating overload Nuno Mendes and me attacking. Chama Safa Debim, yes, Uncle Board in the Subim. Right side one in Fifino Obo Caicedo on the left and another right back in Rhys James Ebejian Finfin in front of Air Malogastu. And she said no Mendes square to me BT SA overload na Chama Okwana Nimua one Okwakotono a Rhys James or a right back. So to me BT a Rhys James another right back agent in the chia okay. So Ejuma or right side now or stopping Nuno Mendes from attacking Air Chelsea, coaching the same thing. The other end, chairman, the left side one Marco Kuria available chairman on the sobo. Nimuno and or the Air Caicedo, a defender or the nim. Chairman and or the Pedro Neto and so two monim. It both left and right side, chairman or creating overload, making sure that PSG of a fullbacks ain't me attacking Air Chelsea. Chairman goes nearby, Chelsea na goals in favor. Kupama she 2 goals from that position. João Pedro drifting towards a Kupama as 1 goal in the Club World Cup final. Players they share 2 goals. A players are chairman creating overload. Edema Nuno Mendes. Chairman, there's a blueprint me boy. I coach be there here. Juma on your resource. Me na me coach now. I am not going to change it. The same thing. So coach will repeat the same lineup. Not placing them with there. Chairman, I'm sure Chelsea will get a resource.
As you can beat PSG.
Maybe my Chelsea 2, PSG 2.
Double chance Chelsea.
2-2. Coach in the same lineup on repeat.
Okay. Well, Lawyer Pinto is saying, Massa, no long talk. Madrid will win heavy tonight. Lawyer Pinto, yo, Yate, try. Maxwell.
Chairman.
Yeah,
Arsenal Leverkusen, Ebo. The Leverkusen we need to draw one our Champions League way mo. Na 3 matches na yen show no masa keep it 3 clean sheets. Inti chairman omo be ginas na nimpa nyagro. But the goodness Leverkusen enko 4 consecutive matches for Champions League omo keep a clean sheet. It's in a day our record na Arsenal the ball better Martin because 4 no mun to menko. And about a round of 16 games and so Leverkusen are very very poor because the last 12 in the chairman omo lose 10. And omo winning 1 or draw 1. Ohe Arsenal winning 100% record of the group phase of the Champions League. Omo winning all 8. Now so much Michel Leverkusen home and away. Ombe equal the English record consecutive wins in the Champions the Air 10 and City and a Krasa record. And Arsenal away record in the Champions League is also a good one because the last 9 omo winning 8 chairman and omo lose just 1. Into almost game na a win or loss situation. But so ba head to head now. Back we friendly Arsenal show 4-1. And now ba Champions League na group stage I think 2001 2002 2022 some way. Arsenal share 4-1 ewo home and on ball 1-1 ewo away. So what it means almost share be obi a go. Goals but Arsenal ain't show more because one spend Arsenal call. And on ball 1-1, but the other one, Arsenal be show 4-1, and now friendly, so Arsenal start show 4-1. It is Arsenal a win, be and follow the same trend. Chama what I say, or more draws will be and follow the same trend one because both teams are very strong when it comes to defensive duties. No, but Leverkusen are good, so on the English team bought knockout stage or European competition. The last 5 chairmen move forward, almost succeeded. They say Arsenal are very, very, very careful in this one. Over Leverkusen, the last 19 games, no, chama ewo home no. Among winning 11 draws no more lose 2 pay. So at home when they are playing this competition, chama we are very very good. And both team to score entire Mao Leverkusen games, especially when they are playing at home. Because the last 7 games only 2 pay in this competition, and both teams eshe. Also Arsenal's record say, Odim say chama season Arsenal in Trelli ewo Champions League ya boy nyinada. Say bia 8 matches they are born. Bia at that point, that team be taking the lead. Arsenal 8 trailed. They never trailed. So that is also record on Mutume Ewo. And now here 8 of the 11 away games Arsenal bought in this competition. So both teams to score. Chama Joe Carres Negromado will be the main man to go because 2 teams. Chama we are very strong defensively. To me, who too many goals in this game, but make Arsenal win straight away. Equally under 2.5 goals, I will not be surprised. But I think a win for Arsenal, sure bet. Chairman, PSG on say almost Monaco and almost buy, but Monaco aquatium hot 3-1. It's the PSG and some way vulnerable. But game where like Chris was saying, all men who almost because to me English teams in the part. But don't forget, say it was around the year Nina Liverpool kwasho more Saveni was Obekaya. But almost be say Liverpool home and almost me the koi. One good thing about Chelsea is almost so many away games. Omone Villa almost share 4. Arsenal almost share 1. Of course, Arsenal share but almost share 1 goal. Burnley almost share 1 goal but draw. Almost share Hull 4. And a Wrexham game no so chema almost share another 4 goals. Until Chelsea away no aya ne. One thing about Chelsea so many French teams say but chairman omo very good. Because the last 7 games against French opposition chema almost share including PSG, they no show more Club World Cup now walking. Chelsea so idea be say France and Kasane Chelsea were very good connection. Because the Chelsea top players are more free France and I almost sign a player free France. For example, Essien. Now what he beat said Drogba and Peter Cech ne Hazard. Almost sign more France. Now you look at Anelka and a host of other players are more free France Abeba Chelsea Ekoyi. Now Chelsea away enye chama mo win one draw one no mo lose 2 now win no mo share Napoli and Rosini buy in the Champions the only away win omanya they said Chelsea here before that scratches no mark of 5 games winless in this competition no or more a draw 1 lose 4 so Chelsea should work on their away win but a good thing for Chelsea is say o here PSG we Barcelona and Bayern Munich are show 4 times Chelsea are show 3 any teams are shown be brave ever competition way more pa. And games are mobile home the chema both team tashe because last time they move 8
95.7
and now over 4 of the 6 wins or when you're home now only by 1 goal margin. It's either say 3-2, 2-1, 4-3 sana PSG essay. Chairman Brady Bacola will be the main man for them today. And Joao Pedro.
Bakola there.
Ose.
Bakola.
Get your bot PSG.
Obey me man for.
I saw no Bebo saw a striker. He's their main man today. So Benga go chairman and
Bakola.
Oh.
Over chat to the whole pack of Bobo.
But say obey to me say one go no more when you want chairman. Bakola. Me am come him so there, but I say her form no are picking recent games in there I think on there but if no mama nan started there.
All right, yo.
But Pedro no the last 12 game were contributing 13 goals. He's doing very. Chairman game way to avoid trouble, both team to score like Lunanka what we are to dream. Because Chelsea are to miss Gary Gunko for Enyome. And a PSG so the way Enyome Nko you almost any bebre. And I think say both team to score.
So Chelsea to score, cry.
Chelsea to score.
Chelsea to score ordering a bad. I'm looking at Chelsea to score and Chelsea to score a 1.31. What is
1 point? And a both team to score.
And a both team to score. So and then okay, I'm
yeah, into
both team to score 157.
Chema omo game no both team to score likely. Both don't Sporting also both team to score over 2.5. Because Sporting games omo boy you know almost go. Both don't so there who call for. And now I hear na back be omo the both team to score over 2.5.
Sporting be yom.
Sporting. Ebia na Sporting.
Why is Sporting be show?
Ebia Sporting be yom ma chema ebia na be Portugal go for we. Is your more vim na basro go teams or more your more frame. Both teams to score over 2.5 v say City in Madrid and so on and also both teams to score over 2.5. Ko musia Madrid Champions League games and draw them. Into where they are back winning and for each of the team to score no because we a good attack but vulnerable at the back and get problems back could be winning maybe at least 2-1 maybe both team to score and over 2 but then Arsenal the straight to win. But your Arsenal straight to win.
Madrid City.
Both team to score at over 2.5. And as I hope both team to score for both team to score.
As a Madrid no say obi United friends as is on form yet. Sanko for no do sana no omo magic no.
And na ma omo game no I am den no because City nso nye consistent be boa. The same Madrid City be 3 seasons ago time ezenka a match of the day. Yeah. But Man City form na koye on and off and ye ochenye. What I say, Real Madrid so last game almost share 2-1, but in any convincing the Breya the late goal. I think it's 90 plus 4 minutes, probably the last kick of the game, and Madrid didn't add the winning goal. Madrid didn't fire, and especially when Mbappe now available. Mbappe now available, and Madrid far power also take. The toss me no say season we almost here. Oh, the same venue. And Man City question by 2-1. Man City enter in share Real Madrid. I was Santiago Bernabeu. Even on the days now, any years now we Champions League no. And I know we are in the Champions League no. City Echo Bernabeu 1-1 and 3-3. So this year I'm question by 2-1. No. Madrid may try to make amends. I want to travel Real Madrid, City, and some show more for the second consecutive time.
Na OJ Madrid team.
And I'm going to say, Madrid team we Mbappe hodi amijumudi. Send game Mbappe honum. And Mbappe ni Vinicius lead the attack na come Madrid team ni di. But the same City so me say City so ni.
Also away in this competition as well.
Me City ni.
Pretend Madrid to score a goal will not be too much for Madrid to do at home. Because the last 4 home games Champions League or more win 3 no more lose 1. Into a game now and a win or loss it ways Real Madrid for so many games. And playing at home for them to get a goal against City so vulnerable at the back. And for City to concede, for me, I don't think say too much of an issue.
It's what I see is that City will score because they have a very good attack. Madrid will also find a way to score. But if one of them is going to win the game, the Nipani say 2. It's both team to score and over 2.5. Them few say a bit likely. So the way who say win a bin winning both team to score and over 2.5 or likely because when they been winning a betting, forget about say City crack or show more. They are also playing at home and it's going to be very difficult. That's what I see.
Yeah, and but chairman me hear a seven first Champions League game.
Exactly.
Seven more Champions League that.
Yeah, but I couldn't say one movie.
That be baby on the senior more Champions League. Or more Champions League.
Make away no my.
There be after no starting. There be a movie. Omudru last game crown na Man City for register no. Na Man City atono but non onye registered for the Champions League. Oni Magehinya no last game against City last game was against Galatasaray. and almost show by 2-0. And only now only City players, but they were not registered for the Champions League until the next stage. After the stage now, only qualify no Ababe drew. And Semenyo more Champions League that the first Champions League is against the best team in the Champions League. And I'm very no Santiago Bernabeu. And I'm just imagining Semenyo AOP ever won the first Champions League against Real Madrid or Santiago Bernabeu. They will be defending against Semenyo. No, a very interesting battle. But as a Ghanaian, maybe say Man City Kwabe Lucia. I'm expecting Semenyo to have a very good game. Very, very good day. Now, the first Champions League game, and set tip tone, Eman said, Ebia Semenyo, Etwaswa, Bo, big club, one day, no, we make the Champions League, maybe. My main focus, my main attention, and yet just the game, game do be winning beyond Sadan Hunchada Yami. Menya against me for any team, do be winning beyond irrelevant. But as a Ghanaian, my main focus is to see Semenyo having a very good game, and Abrombo, Real Madrid.
I think that's good. On should go, my
Semenyo.
You want to see Semenyo, Bama, City. Na Madrid no money or more bar near San City ne Barca and the Semenyo Beshego. Some of the semi no lose or crash on other Semen or go out and lose or Mulusu.
But
City or Bessie or
and I was a ref, I was not a funny
Semenyo.
Okay,
no way, if I
was Semenyo side, no way, or Semenyo, and
Semenyo. Only you say, the biggest game of his career.
Oh, no,
not really.
Today will be his biggest game in his career. Game Ben Semenyo bigger than Champions League night against Real Madrid or Santiago Bernabeu.
Well, I think so.
The biggest game
so far.
And he so Semenyo the also Man City baso but Semenyo.
Semenyo no. If I say Man City 3-1, I only say 1. Okay, well, news bano other than saying war Kosovo, Israel, US, Iran, said the easy corner. Once and I say Castilla about the World Cup. Say World Cup in Kunyensu also. So because just on the 11th of June, all eyes will be fixed on the US, Mexico, and Canada because of the World Cup. It's the biggest sporting event on earth. On himself, if I say recently, they had over 500 million ticket requests. 500 million ticket requests for the second, in fact, I think it was the third phase of the third phase ticket sales. So you can just imagine how big this tournament is. And I mean, it's unprecedented. Hosting it, being hosted by 3 countries. It's the first time. The first time in co-hosting was between Japan and Korea. Japan, Korea, and I see it was Is it quite there? There was a lot of countries, Morocco, Spain, Portugal, also are planning to do the same thing at US and Mexico. So the World Cup is big. But Gianni Infantino had a meeting with the President of the United States of America, Donald Trump. And Yebeshe and some of the Toho. Na Nensamno. Well, who's why we screen it so? I was in Bundiga so fantasy. So I had a midnight home meeting. Now, I know say that will be for 1 week there, no, because I didn't make an what. I'll say United States President Donald Trump says Iran welcome at the World Cup. We are some Gianni Infantino Eka. Gianni Infantino says that the President of the United States is saying that Iran is welcome at the World Cup. Now, okay, Gianni Infantino somehow okay now say, Oshia President Trump no busan say, na enyoma ekoko sui. Iran for World Cup no enko fancy bia mre eye World Cup no say. Wabre nyeni say Iran ekọ eba World Cup bia bobi. And also for America president so Iran betimi aba. Ombebo mo ban just like country bia obebi ombebo no ban no. I mean, Iran need any fears be US ready to welcome them. Say on Babebo a World Cup. And no, or they are to just only negotiate. And they said just like all the countries. Also this evening, I met with the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, to discuss the status of preparation for the upcoming FIFA World Cup and the growing excitement as we are set to kick off in just 93 days. I'll say, earlier, Trump because he really didn't care if Iran played at the World Cup or not. But FIFA President Gianni Infantino insists Trump is supportive of the team being involved after a meeting with between the two men. Sorry, that is Asema Abba. Oh, now Iran were involved in another international competition. That's the Asian Cup, Women's Asian Cup. And on Ekoba say Iran first game. Iran for no momo national Iran no military inside. You either salute or you sing it. You sing your anthem. A man and on Iranian television, Omud label man as traitors of Iran. Emma because you protest here or because you saw mukwa the babu near ye. It's in Munsia Australia for more as asylum. In fact, Omo in Siki. Reports just almost go through their check-in to fly to Kuala Lumpur, them to Iran. No, and the Home Office I don't afraid Omo no nyomo kasache chom say adena ekosu ukrum nibia oya. But they tell us say after the first game now, Omo anyene backlash by no. The subsequent ones no, Omo salutui etu Omo no. But still na akwako ya here onti 6 of the women Omo grantee Omo asylum and 1 official. Omri Obia Kasam say, in fact, Trump criticizing Australia. Sign Australia Mama Salam, so now US be ya mom. Because the man kwa ebiana yakwa kochi man na akoyo mu bibi ne esa ni mano. Eti emani ye bibi ho.
She say a man nso omonto no na ye in protest of how omu treat him.
Omu treat him exactly.
Nti man ye protest.
Man ye protest for the women.
Yeah.
But it was misunderstood that it was protest against the regime.
Let's say a regime in a treaty man.
I mean, regime in protest against the regime in terms of not the protest for the women. But I'm say the war.
Okay. Debbie, yes, Debbie.
Eti san the bimu fano. And no mukoya reports. Emma, at a point, even some Iranians in Australia protested against the women. Omo basi kones adiano. Enti eno momu nsa wan hwa man kwa. Yeah. Omo safety be yikakra. But reports just said they had a chance they spoke to the vice president of Iran. Onyomo Kasa said, Obieni Najin from Oman, so your man or say the world is behaving like a nanny who is professing to love the child more than the mother. In the Eden say, or see we are see behaving to say, Obi or no, many o me ba, mami be on ba. Now say be a helper and a caregiver. Overshow me banner mommy. Now person just a wood akura ne chair mammy no. Or this and we are saying. But how many players in Yaka sign him 6? I say any make Australia omunko. An official Baku so say. But the ten say Baku among the 6 Ujana no so kufi overco on traunti. They say number no swati about 5. That is a yiga cry about a first sports one. If Iran war no ne Iran US Israel adiano I first sports one. And I yema update.
Chairman, the entire Iran for Nebeka and say anya public attention.
Yeah.
Say anya public attention akoma so na man cook room no ma chairman ko me punish wo.
Yeah.
A man for be koye protest against the regime.
Yeah.
Chairman omo kunipa close to 8,000. When you protest against this regime, they will kill you. And when you protest no Krumon, why you protest on international stage? The reason why I almost say, as a man for none, no air professor more love than the mother, and she say, as a man for can want someone to this could do Krumon, no Mukoye Bibia. Or more Moka say a man bank bibi, no be justified. But that can and a man cook Krumo, and a man from 1 to more. Chama, trust me, come punishing man. Come punish you. And I think that, Chairman, maybe I do need now the question is, Iran, would they come to America to play the World Cup rather? America are ready to welcome them, but Iran, are they ready and willing to come to America and play the World Cup?
Well, we live to see. We are 93 days more to the World Cup. The biggest sporting event on earth. Let's say no.
Chairman.
Fisam no memo bienu bi so ne akokoto chia so ye ne akodi nkomo. But they say Jordan you asem no dey atudwa no.
Yeah.
Jordan you say on the team no hu say dey tie na aye. Na no na man for be say na onya man for say mfro nua panyi. Ozo se dey na say mumienu no ozo botu nua na ozo banana. Ana ozo se dey nua no be captain. E no na man for be say Jordan you pa dey in so no nua dey nkamumienu dey we say no water pass. Now you don't think we need more additions here, okay? I'm a man for buza new maybe Jordan. Anyway, Jordan.
I think the players that have played the qualifiers have done extremely well. I don't think we need any additions. I think that we have a good team. I think that as time goes on, we're improving. You know, we don't have much time to train together. We always have 1 or 2 days that we play a game. So it's not always easy, but as time goes on, we're improving. We're getting to gel. We're getting to know each other. The unity is getting better. Everything is being positive. Everything is growing. So I don't think it's the right time to have changed.
Jordan asama oka ye yama say no na akwa ebuja obi e ka bi say hey Jordan e dia nipa na e ba na ye ka Hotspur ye ka nketia ye ka some other Ghanaian players omo si akan ewo amanone a omo ebia ya nwo omo ha bom ye Ghana for ma ena wa wunya deda you so am for say sanfare mra I say wa shegu amiki chance um de o ma jejinam ten no busa say am for busa say Jordan now say you think that the team is good. You don't need any additions, no. That's how come and come yana or the Nina Quaba, you the Honsan Baba. The letters on the Santiago go see you Honsan so Darling was all the back.
Yeah, Chairman, Medeba. Say, Claudia, Jacob Atusebe, the executive producer, or the Bakwaba account, your friend of Kakaku so the latest Piaba. Tese won kutajene, Kwakwananse, Adanko, Anna Kakaku. Yes, Chairman. The Kaka could be aba. And
you change on the man van to go.
Chaval, yeah, Kakotoko.
Okay, Vinya nice one. Boy, come on, another difficult to just say anyway.
Sebemena, etiefo any adofo kun24 ye koya ya sanso abebiem. Na yetena se say dia ne ma ne mema ni panyina tima yo mu dedede. Me patro se wu twema na se wutie dwumadie ya ekoso yi. Ne ya ka se kontonchi aso ye ne de mowura ya. Adaro mesro se obeto akoso na wati se de be ya wonso ubenya eso emfaso. Wonso ubenya na wayi wudie efri mu. Tonchi ye wo enro kukuda miensa ye wo tonchi emema de tonchi ema de ena tonchi koko enso edie na yenro no sa wo pebi atwa wo de wani chim e wo bebi bera ye ton wadro bia obenya bia to anase ofre ye number ne se me pa cho me wo bebi sei ehemfa na menya tonchi no ebi atwa wadaro ma ye betrew ama wonso akwakoto bi anom na wonso me ma se magina so na ho sisi e fa ma ho edimu na koko bi a age wo boso ne nyina so every wedie ne so akọ me pa cho se wutie me atonchi e ba capsules wadaro ma sei ena etie emema de ne sei na etie ena tonchi feminine herbal capsules emma de no so say ena etie tonchi feminine herbal capsules emma de no say ena etie ena tonchi core capsules ko adro tatashe me pacho adro no so enie eno ti se wo hwe a e bia wo hwe me a wada roma na wo hu se adro yi se na tie ena wo kwakoto bi anom wo yo obi a koko age wo de aboso pa koko eya de asabi e di awidie no enya Edientia enam yenuane a yedie enti enuane bebre wo hono ma yedi a ahoden enimu ena aduane asabi yedi a edi ayemtim ebro ye nipadua na nase yefunu mu no etimi ma yenya koko eno nti onipa biara koko age ne wedie aboso koko afifi woto no kwan otena se na wache ho kakra mesi koko ama be makatechie pa ne ho sisi ne ho so ne so tia ena ete ena moja adane da efiri ne to kwan eba enti enti abra no ne abra no nyina moja epram no enam kooko enti obi kooko afifi nto no kwan sabi so okotenja na bia so so oja ne nan a obo sasa ne kooko bu nyina eyi aba obi won mo bewie na moja nyina enamu ode yaw ena sabi eja ne nan de hia ne se ne yematim ene na asam ato no eno nti se wotie me na se kooko ewo wo yam wo chima obo se na apai na moja efri mu me pacho kooko afifi uto no kwan efufuru wafu so wo wedie wo boso obi won ma de kom obi won ma na chi obi won ma na nim kooko age honom aboso me se obi won ma ye de blade na asa ne ma bi na titi free de nani obetete so ebesan so afifi eno na wo se ma ya adwen ekoso se kooko no ewo nipadua nim eno nti ewo se ye nom edura ebehye ni nyina ase ye tu kooko ase a ye ntu free de nani ewo se ye si ase free nipadua nim se de be ya de wo de nani nyina so betete afri honom ye dro we se bia fi we no ani a oguso a wonum tonchi ko capsules no ebeboa na nyina atete afri de no ani de wo nipadua nim so a epie bonten no ebehye ase e de amount nipadua bia kooko ewom obi won ma nani aye sei ko eye kooko obi won ma ota eposa nani eye kooko obi won ma sabi onhu ade ye enam kooko enti mesrio kooko betimi amoni afra kooko ebetimi de chimatopi abre woni no mese dan da ye ni de ye wiase kanea eyeni eno nti ema kooko emeje woni emoso ewo sa wonnom edro efe ni tonchi ko capsules frɛ ye number ne sisiye na ye ntro ba bia obenya tonchi ni bi ato mesro so wo be frɛ ye ne kan wo asa de enti amekwa kope tonchi ni bi ato enie ye number no eye 0553 51 11 59 0553 51 11 59 offer number is ya befa ne no atwehwe enkomo na ya cho baby obenya tonchi ko capsules ne bi ato ye dream ensa nyina da ne da mekasa me se me no wo tonchia ewo ho se obi kasa fa aduro ho na otimi di akokuduro ka kiro wo se ono wo tonchia wo aduro we ho a na ye nim de nan esiso na ye nim de aduro we ebetumi aye me se aduro we eye ko aduro tatashe onipa bia se afifi we de ani se wo onipa dua ne mu wo ja na moja pramo efifuru to da ne da obutu akonwam wontimi entna se obi ntimi entna kem enam kooko enti obi won ma otiem kooko nti da ne da bema besia pa abos ne abon pampers esansa de to pram moja me pacho hia e dry fani tonchi ko capsules ye wo tonchi feminine herbal capsules ema edro wo yo bana se wo menstrual pains oba bi abosome beso na onam ye wo mu wonim oba bi wo ye bema wutie me odofo bi onua ba bi oyonko bi abosome so na akasa ne ho kra na ne buafu ne menses ba na edi aye ne nsa de na ya sesa onam ye wo mu obi won ma wanya ne menses na wie ne kra na ofa pains mu obi won ma ne menses na beba eye pains na bo ne nka ye se obenya ne menses na ba ne so osan so efa wo ye wo mu ansa na wawie enya de pa ede ma oni padua no twro ne se oba benyin se bosome nkron na ya mu no de bewo wanka se ebre so na se bi wa wodie mu ewo hora me pa cho obefa ye wo mu eye die ntia ye nuane na ye die no etimi ma yenya menstrual pains bosome beso aye menses beba no na ye bufa so ena edro we wunya menses ewie so a oba bia enum bi na onfansi esi ne ho onchi mojesofi ni nyina ema abonten se wunya menses wie na ne nam ho saasa mojesofi na ebeka akire no etimi mo ahemfio no ebie sabi etimi ma pampan eba ho etimi menso man bi efri ho no mo eba eno nti oyo oba metu manyina efo bema wotie me odofo no totonchi feminine herbal capsules ni bi ema no na ononom a ebeboa no na siesi ne nantamaduane ede ama no oba bi a wose ono de onte de no me ne wo tonchia wadro we ho emema nyina mutie me a wodofo onni atenka onte de uso ni mu a chenchene atwan ne boni na ye wensen ontimi engogo no ho enyono na tenka no na akwakodi akire obu ono ma nani fredi o hya ase se oni be medi paso agro empaso agudi ekura wonte de eno anso de oni na mbusa na odidi ne sa na ode akọ ewo sex de odia unya ode obi ewo mu eno nti emanyina enum tonchi herbal feminine herbal capsules said be beboa na e release omu feelings aba be ma so omu a what de na wodi mpaso agro nso a wonso what de wo ye be ma wonso odie enie be ma bia otie me a one oba edi mpaso agro asesi ana ne ho adwojo be ma bi hotimi dwojo preko pe ono oba edi mpasho agro ne ho ensane no enso na ne ho adwojo eno ti woye bema wo hia eduro a ye freni tonchi herbal capsules emema nyina enum bi eduro wei sade emema esi agi atomu no me patro so uto binuma wankasa na obedi hu adanse me se for wani chemu ewo arm seba or Abrepo Junction Santase taxi rank onom no Abrepo Junction arm seba ewo odro ma benya 23 power combine ni bi ato Asempa pharmacy ewo Edum PZ for musie me nyina enim Asempa pharmacy obowura won ma obenya tonchi e back capsules ni bi ato me patro o Accra Tema community 5 Little George ewo honom enwa ne se obefre se me wa Accra me wo Tema mo sunwane me wo Kumase me wo baby se me wo Gwoso me wo mem freni encho baby obenya tonchi ni bi ato ye number no eye 0553 51 11 59 0553 51 1159 onipa biara prostate aid ninya obi a odwonso ntentem obi a prostate ama enne ontimi enko ne nwuma so se nipa dodo akwa bia ontimi enko hodom esanse kakra bia medwonso obi fro ka medwonso no eya adoso wonim obi a yebo ne pampers ennam ne dwonso sem entia me na wo tonchia ewo edro efe ne tonchia ba capsules ehu edro ebesiese prostate edi amount eyo prostate na aye kese empose ye de rubber ato bememu wo de ekoto edro a yefe ne tonchia ba capsules ne bi enom na wankasa na obedi tonchi ihu adanse beyi prostate rubber na wo be mu beyi ni nyina afi honom na wotimi atiese wo mema semu me se ade se nyina prostate eku mema eno nti be biara enom edura ye frene tonchi herbal capsules sade be besiese ni prostate dia ma no wo ye be ma opeso no oba di mpasho agro eyie opesa wo sisimu eyeden enuane pi na mema edie no amen ne wo sisimu ayemre bema bi won ma ni ntini masisi ne bema ntini masisi ntimoja enya akonya eni mo frusane eye obo se preko pena ne ho adwojo ohon sane ho so na ho adwojo ena be sure se ntini masisi se wo ntini mbe yeden na ebetimi apawa eye ebetimi ama oba ne so ani age wo mpaso a e wo se moja fm eno ntina yadua ne sem a enkoyie ena niema pi aba wo yenuane ho eniema bi e difrafra wo nuane ho edie no ama emema sabi omoma sam akofomo oye bema ne bema 30-35 no prostate edie ntia bema bi won ma sabi o na onya gonorrhea wan hweso treat ni ye anase eduro na wonom ne entu ase obo no onya no maduro na ensansa na abegu hu ni jai anase posa no eja wonom se no ano no me pa che se gonorrhea tan owidie no mu echa etimi ma prostate onya prostate ntem eno ntina 30-35 no omanya prostate no enso nka me hu ye 50 upwards ena enya prostate enso enem ranti nyina battle prostate enam se omokote ohaw bi ewo mamasem ho a omompedu pa emfa entreat me pa so ye be mana sebe wakwa to kroboni mu wakwa tena jana bia bi so wakwa dwari ensuo bi mu enne wo battle gonorrhea ensansa wo be ma ho waposa ensuo ma bi fu be mu ba obi won mo badwu so be wie kwa na moja edi akire wo hia edura ye frene tonchi herbal capsules tonchi 3 power combined dro eboa prostate ojunso ntentem ojunso amoja na mu gonorrhea na edi unya me pato uyo obi asabi ono oba edi mpaso agro na ho adwojo ntem wo yoba wo menstrual pains wo ni atenka wo ntede wo ne bema edi mpaso agro ho siesie nso kra enkoye enka bi fi hono mo eba wo hia tonchi herbal feminine capsules afi tonchi co capsules ko kwa fifi wo to wo ja wo na moja pramo ko kwa je wo wedi aboso wani maboso no madro e freni tonchi co capsules na ensini nyina se emfi wedi anim na de wo wedi anani nsini nyina entete emfi ho na ho ento kokko ye nim guase ya de pa o kwan munimu wasum ye wo hene wotimi de wonsase wasum na wonu wasum enam kokko nti wo hia tonchi co capsules for your number no sesie na ye nchiro ba bia obenya tonchi ni bi ato ye number no eye 0553 51 1159 0553 51 1159 tonchi ememe kuramu sei twitwe tonchi kokofo nso sei so mo enhia ema no so sei atadwefo wa o matede ne aha na medu besie eno ntimese so obefre ye number no na one ye atwetwe enkomo number no ye 0553 51 1159 0553 51 1159 yɛde obi bra so GP no tie nyankopɔn yɛ adoma yɛbɛsan so ahyia.
Okay, I tell you for Yantraso high pure 95.7 Tunchi Asweye and Yako and so Abani Yantraso na Yamfa Efisamno Enka.
I don't know what the dream is. The dream is obviously to go out there and to put in a show and to get to as far as we can. But I cannot assure you it's going to be quarterfinals, semi-finals, finals. Let's just stay calm and prepare well, work hard, get ourselves together, positive energy around the team. That was really important because at the end of the day in football, you need the luck. Yeah. So obviously, I think with all those things, with the positivity of the support and the prayers and everything, I think we'll go out there and put in a show and we'll see where we get to.
Okay, Tiano, Jordan Ayew nkoma twetwe no eno ene de bi ebremo no waka about say ofusi yen new additions bia ene ehon sensem sanso no waka or say ontimi nkase you go do semi-final and quarter final and be omo say they are going there to put on a show and do well, but don't even into say be see anasi bombe bom mo de so betimi akọ animu as far as so betimi akọ no yensem jumping so Swagger Sabadan sana ne go tie papsi Mr. Fred Papu or say asema Jordan come here and fan say coach and aka Jordan aka o ka say ni nyina gina coach so but na man for so it was as Jordan I say okay
I think so because is there by the cat player they are all working with and for the coaches. The coach, the captain is actually the representative of the coach. On the field of player, they've been in the camp. So you cannot be a good leader or a good coach if you do not respect the views or settings within your team or your setup. In your studio there, I'm sure there are some colleagues of yours who work with you whose views you respect and you put a lot of weight on. And I'm sure what Jordan said will not be treated lightly by the coach. And interestingly, I don't know, but I will not even be surprised if he was airing the views of the coach. So anyway, we'll see. I think those are very profound statements that Jordan. And we must look at other factors in Jordan. The issues at stake now are very sensitive, but for Jordan to have come up openly to make such statements, I don't think we should treat it like that. I should think so. I think so because by the captain, they are all working with and for the coach. The coach, the captain is actually the representative of the coach.
Okay, it's another pop saying in summer or no so Jamra no Kasawa Semper from Anope. No Busan about Jordan and some on also him so I vice president of the Ghana Football Association paying on also I chairman of the Black Stars Management Committee. In fact, the first time I went to the World Cup in 2006, he was the chairman of the Black Stars Management Committee. Then some jumpers will say your game in England come on the World Cup, no, it will be more than a new football kick, a bro football so.
Play against England is always the best, especially even the friendly match we played in England some years back. It was beautiful. The crowd was, the colors, they believe the quality in Ghanaians, and the Ghanaians also believe the quality England has. So it's going to be beautiful, and it's not going to be just football. It's going to be more than football. And then for me as a technical team, we are looking forward to it. It's always going to be crucial. We will say it's a local derby from Africa, but I see it as a local derby. When it comes to local derby, the one who wants more can go for it.
Okay, the one who wants more can go for it. Darling boy, found some the brown race, and as I say, on some no times over so you did the hoodie mount, down by Srawada. Nana darling boy, so
Chairman, Kotokosi on Sansam no, Enra, on some the list to be by.
How would it be by?
Chairman, Opanian did this somewhere or circle for Nidia account.
Sammy Tuga.
Was
another very qualified person.
We can do him sana wa wuremu asantemantemwa. Enkomo akoso. Me say te say
asama ko vote board back no account.
Debbie.
Board back ya mo ko fa ana baka board board but of course oye see we obenya more o dem maybe ko ba say the team na ma na wi na say who interview bi na e ko fa say bi ba I mean some ko for Some go for say a banner be go see you bisana also go kope a year. I mean getting coaches from Germany and all those things. It'll be easy for him because when you say oh that's all good Bayern Munich for you do no. I mean Tuga. There you are. Go na Zuku na what you say man for Fred Papa. Okay.
Chairman. According to Kakaku.
What the kawasem ya me
bo. Meeting akoso. Na a board meeting. New board na baba ya adwuma de amakoto no. Omo di nkomo say. Nyame ya aduma omo nya ready for Africa. Next season.
Nya ready omo nya Africa di binko. Anya omo omo nya ready for Africa as Africa na ba no monko. Adama qualify no monko. Omo go bi.
FA Cup mo
from league omo timi ni.
German. Maybe cry for all you know. No more can next season cry. Said next season league near Babe Bono. Omo embrace omo be ko Africa. Omo say omo concentration no. So omo be rebuild the team no. Now fe omo etimaya infrastructures Ediama Kotoko.
Oza. Riyadh Air Metropolitan wa no mesino. Omo si no mo bobo na Athletic Bilbao bo Champions League ne wa nyina. Arsenal si Emirates no. Na Arsenal bobo Tottenham Hotspur Fusion Stadium no mo ye. Sa no mo ka che no. Se board ne number be ka de no benya problem pa Ukrumazi. Omo timi kasa asem che Kotoko fan bia. Kotoko team no is already being built. A team after 18 players 2 years ago. 2 years ago. On pump 29. Ento na team ye be say. Ti board no so man ni so mo say infrastructure be team aye. Infrastructure nyen park no so. Infrastructure omo nye players go so concrete. Players be bobo. Na enyo infrastructure in for players. You can do that while the team is still winning. So how to focus? And no mo ye put man o anyi league. E board of man league anyi e. No mo ye put man. Right? Asema enso be say kan say. Omo be team aye ni in fact team no dey also about the ball. Team no infrastructure.
The Africa ni be drain you omo.
Drain.
Come on, no go back scared de kono nya asem ketu.
Na no team in chat. Kono board afi ni eyi omo. Next season omo mo Africa. T. Next season omo mo Africa.
Okay.
80 for the season of 2026-2027. And no mobile league are some bit qualify for Africa for the season of 2027-2028. So why do you say that Omo Africa? See, league here we Omo qualify for league. Unim said this season 2025-2026 Champions League competition year bo. And yes sir.
Yeah.
Omo be season we know. Omo na work about 2026-2027 African Cup competition. Eti omo bononi ebo league. Eti se kotoko next season league no kra. E chance about Africa 2026-2027. 2027-2028. 2 years. Enti alabraka.
Any kwaso mo kaso mo nje league no. League ni do mo nje.
Nene o
no mo ko Africa.
Na team no be anything. Na team no be no be anything.
Supporters o mo me hede.
Emra Hebe Mensa ka say odi kotoko rebuilding. Kotoko playing in Africa.
Yeah.
Kotoko was second on the league.
Yeah.
Mr. Kotoko's only problem was that there was a certain Hartlepool team
that was
too strong. And to say Emra club war Liverpool.
Yeah.
Club league, you know, and then Man City club to be 99 points on the league 99. 99 that's the way across Europe. Now go league be a man go beji. Kotoko then they but still Kotoko so rebuilding. They were still winning games. They were still playing in Africa.
And playing well.
There be Mamu money looking like is either this or that. It goes hand in hand. So you can do the two things at the same time. Tia cardboard. Mpanimfo Mamu kanza Mamu tino. But Mamu nyane say yes ye be bobo and then team Wednesday. Team the park is already. Or was open over Barry.
Bona washishe team no for be a next 2 seasons. No one strong team for Africa.
And I'm saying the team no dey no more ye. Na say you know one and about be about be team.
omo free say be a board.
That's any board na team. Board your board na team.
Coaches na
Sabe mo say no mo ya na mama board for number kotokwa no. Omo board no ma dwen so mo na ye team na so mo eh ya even omo na run day to day. Ejo nyakura coach what you say? Coach adwuma ko ba be kan bi. Montias board, CEO ball management. Omo structures is good. Put together structures. Go to Kwabitenya office workers bia. What is it French president so many na me say Real Madrid for PRO ni omo secretary ni administrative manager omo nyina akoda. Omo ye adwuma ma club no. Omo ye saa nyuma ni nyina sesete. Na eno wo ho. Ba eno wo ho no coach wo ho no so ni team ni ye training. Omo bo winning matches. So I can see a infrastructure in more be having any into see a bit on Besha so dia.
Chairman Kotoko any MTN din komo. Nyame oduma next season. So who's MTN? Eba sponsor Kotoko amane nyon.
Oh, okay.
The whole brand Kotoko eno ma hye nkomo twetwe ase se be ya enkomo extend o contract no. I'm a whole brand. Any Kotoko ajiatum said next season. Omo ebe extend the contract no ma toaso enso akete Kotoko.
Omo ibi na nation omo no FPA. Omo top and down bia. Se place ko bobo omo mubi no yo mo hye. Ebe transfer leisure we visa. FPA.
Chairman. Okay ya be di nkomo se Kotoko clubhouse no. Gayati said next season. Senior team no entena obim. Me pacho youth team no empanyifo atenase said next season youth team ni mom enebe move to the clubhouse na senior team no obia akotena ne baby
omaya de pa mbo mabaso
obo nsem omo
omaya de na hifa ne e kampo ayi senior players obia aso na adwobo obia ware bi wo mpnanom 9 num odo mu nyina kogu dan ba akum odo fie ba akum zo mo ntra nya asem ne bizio
Chairman Yan Concrane House of Folk Enra about 12:25 Anna Julius Ben Emuna the new MD and Alaji Brahma Kambi Echo Training Grounds na omuduru na team napom eno mushia players no entenra meeting Echo so na chairman before so mu be share players no eno mo free captains no eno mu din commandsa na omu bisa captains ne say then na ha omu ewo Legon park ne so na omu free say Legon any Accra Sports Stadium omu pedi yen yes chairman
yo
omu bisa omu
yo
ama later omu share players ni nyina esa bisa the same question
okay
say then na ha omu ewo Legon agopramane so and chairman players no omu nsem ni ebi mu say park no eswodin Legon park no pitch no eswodin and ebi mu so ka kire omu say some kwa our supporters no intimidate omu pa
some intimidate you
but some ba homa as omu section of supporters bia omu no instead of some be intimidated that way team no omu the pressure mo omu mum ebe intimidate omu ekeka bi chiro omu enti etoda eya na the pressure ebe omu so again omu ka kire omu say operations no omu free say wo form because omu kwa area oh yes chairman omu kwa area the real referees ni the ball no omu say referees ni SCC omu pa e wa away but omu ba omu nso a referees say SCC omu
nya no kre onya no kre
kra no mo yade
enya no kre on say asema nim so your management member na say Emuna is a friend of mine me nim say bia ono an initiative na asem ya darling Paul kan so de so bisa players mo pay
ai almost see the home
some year in a place no year 20 and mu 10 year peligo mu 10 year pe yeah on pe yeah
Accra Sports
Stadium. These are things management issues. Management is supposed to take these decisions. Now I hear they are my players. You don't players also team be and say operation. Where we are cure cause be bobo say who's operation. Now say team go just come out referee. and a team go to Escam go here Druma. I'm going to tell music and Ganjam and you to music and I go to go through. Team of 4 Chioka, who do you go operations? Play our ball.
Public operations.
So
operations in which form a draw and I say
Nimi no nagane go operations
chairman na ba ko no so de amanfo ye ntu so wanye bia. It doesn't matter your performance be how.
But my
system na ntwemu.
But how can a player tell management say it means she because see? Oh come.
Na me say chairman enye professional. Players should not see that. Player tuawoka. Wona say oye adwuma na the resource ba. But ese mo nyina dane aboa nipa nyina dane aboa na wo wa na ni bia omo nyina dane mo ni bi omba be chiwawe. The system encourage other teams of getting results through that means. So the players might not even want it, but system now force their hands say okay, let's also join the because it doesn't matter our performance. But you means no be results.
But they specific.
The omekeka doesn't make sense because most away has referees is you. Away has to more. Ghana Premier League no. What the away a league table has to focus be first on the league table. So what are they talking about? Away no see referees is you no. Away no yade. If you na referees is you so no. Okay, if you away referees is you. If you referees is you. Also na mo both trokan. The last 4 games are all those as one. Move camera no so. The last 4 games has abu fie na has intimidation go no. How they say reference system. Some must see the reference system. But fie no about 4 games. Ball kura mun timi fa ball on net. But mo kwa away a munya results. Mo the 10 against 11 ebe she Kumasi Kotoko e Kumasi reference system. So away na mo see reference system sanka away results ninge. And I can walk away there. Then somebody will look at it, okay, and you never saw referees in the performance. No, but when I'm away, boys in the yard. So, how do you say, away referees is Simo, but mobile fear, and doesn't make sense to me at all?
Chama Biswana, Assembiani Honom Passama, Council Santa Assembiani, and seeing the so be na opes or casa, Sabi, we will Sabi, we can't quasasem. It is sometimes it is better say, obey D. What I know is a talk with your own chair. Say Togwe pa be say president Togwe the end is 0.
That no more can say
but who said chairman?
I say what's your problem?
Yeah.
The players have told me personally before. Massa, you can do operations for referees to be fair, not necessarily backing you to win. We could have won most of the away matches. Okay, I say Christian. I say operations away no more winning.
Yes, Ebianca way the draw crime bananko match. But chairman, the reality is say, what can be say a management issue? I agree with you 100%. It is good say management players could deem come say more how on say. Because at the end of the day, no matter what the management would do, players in the Omeko boy need the results in the member. It's a player's natural margining. So as a good manager or leader, what you do is this. Sebi, the OB can cry, Sebi, money, listen here. Na chama we are no one who say match say ni na wasem na wo kan ye de aduma enye it match we de yemfa chama mani pa na kuma toni yem I also what I say. So now it is for the management to take a decision. And you also ask a question, says a place like where 10 times a week we be kwa one be. It's a management have done well to listen to what is then a happy place into your moon to mention. And a place na care come say be ni me be wom is good waji. At the end of the day, the entire manager and say they good bad no bad na fatunche they good na be take a decision, let them follow. Chairman Pachoso what I say. Talk with your own into operations seven no money free.
So I was say park this what thing. Say no the players leadership between their two men. No matter groundsmen no say okay mo na yenye we are go stadium be almost stadium here no. Ebi mutimi wo tom dia ma okay Chelsea boy no mo ye say eh omni Barcelona boy say the Barcelona ntimi pass ball no.
Na say Chairman Ghana parks no crowd here. Boy ye bo baby edi. Say average low here Ghana venues here the bobo Ghana yen shut down water baby. See ebe water cross say 20 maybe 1 the baby a head nti ebi asem we say no emfa. Now kotoko dia kakra.
How say the enemy in here?
Okay.
Meeting as no chairman. Players ne catch there almost say omuntu omo kantem. Akatuani become
and yomu dika.
Enti emo mo chire omo. Na players ni bebre kura yale. Players ni bia prepra. Omu nya scam fan show omu. Omu dustbin si ho no. Ayema amana buso. Omu nya ska kran kotungu. Omu water. Etimi twa ensuo ni timi twa ensuo ma. No mu ho chire omu.
Oh.
Enti players no chairman omu den sempi.
I know say factors that affects performance. It may affect you where you but don't say Ghana hana na ko bibia ho. Mpanyin for Ghana nkwa na panyin on ne adwuma wontua oka. Ezo expect so ba be adwuma ba adwuma tim ka suspend o. Na onipa no oni score fa ka free fia ba be adwuma no. No ama be ya so suspended. And now volume be say you say ono ya ba adwuma. Fanza me ya ba adwuma.
Yeah.
Me ya ba adwuma. Aban market ya kan buso me miensa aban ntua meka. Mintua me pipe water bill 1 month ya betwam se mintua eno so ya aban dia na aban no ntua meka no ozo tua meka no di bitua water bill no aban ntua what ya say bi no yana oh harding ahana agoye sikani bi adwuma na obi sini a sikani bi adwuma sikani be sini tua na ka 7,000 150 Ghana o say na ade man 1.5 so 150 Ghana ono ebi no de kwa ko he ni ne media adidi aye wi tia ne ka eno so akoya asem aye adwuma ne aye adwuma sa na o 10 days 1,500 Friday man o va man o charge ba ozo a every police am ya be chere am odem na o Ghana ne ska for no mo ska o ne tisi e nya for boys we mu dia o mo nya mo bo o ma ka chere kwen so o mo Ghanaian footballers footballers and nothing a toda. Okay, the doctor of the place was I don't know. Casamon Changakan. Doctor, a come with woman. A come with woman. So I fasting that. Na come do pada. Na say, Friday, you have a BKB show. Yane a Islamic scholar bako. And I chinkomo. And I say fasting on my yeno. The interior fasting say a toda cry the hunger you experience. And I appreciate it and yafo. So come on, do I'm one who say what I say. Say apart from being the holy month, what I say, the holy month, the Ramadan being the holy month. Bon pay saying Amazon for born in show, open up in Samuishra, and it's hard in Nano. Also physically, I didn't say teach you and say. And I'm not after fasting, for compassion because I come and do only how it feels like to be hungry. I'll come and know down. And I to what's that? Me come to have demi peno. As a guy,
Chama.
Eti, omun boys the dika.
Yeah, chairman.
Omun tia. Scan on the quiet drone. No former boys in the.
But management na catch almost say, omun next 3 games. Omu timi winia. Bonuses no. Omu discani be bekan wa mo. Because omu free say games na kana chairman. House of folk enya wins ni bebria on betima the league na mana ye because house games na aka no dodo na omo bono greater Accra region ho entoma promise omo some next 3 games omo winia bonuses no on bet double no but chairman Prince Owusu Kwabena now on co training
Gold Stars House of folk turn yeah
last week and started so on one personal training. Enra boy need the crowd akwa Alhaji Ibrahim Akambi any the new MD ne say omo terminating the contract maninko
ade
chairman ye nim the entire boy ne so omo terminating maninko ama MD Julius Benemuna akache Prince Owusu Kwabena say ebeya onko no onko dwene hu biem officer so oti ase no otena as for kuboboko anima chairman
as a playing time was doing bimbo.
Yes, on your playing time. But edu baby kwano obamu kakra. And there be a salary since the way see channel. Chairman.
Well, Darling Paul, Pancho, you as I say, I always thank Darling Paul for introducing Semenyo to us at that stage. Else England would never have given him to us at this stage. God bless you, Darling Paul. Oh, I'm in Timain. Or the baby is so brave. I am. The fuck will be by Chasala or net.
And the house for them when you use him.
And about consequences. I say outing.
Yes, and they own a down.
There's something over by. Abed Yonde. We dress on the every day. When you pop buta. Say so
we are ma.
Those on one when you have frank.
Pass player no ball Monaco.
I know you can say has he play with.
That is all my sign.
Mbappe the ball.
I'm on sign.
Liberia.
And I tried Messi no so anyam.
I'm on sign. On you training I'm on pamono. Ne ITC Debbie. No you training. Hey, Sabo ni dem jejeje. Oni botu. Na chairman. One pass like All Stars. Gideon Kwesi no. Onim say Didi Dramani ni boy na di nkomo.
Okay.
Chairman, how's the team on best in next season?
It's almost out to 15. That's okay. Then we get here. Momo count more players in total. Say Benjamin Trebois.
Yeah,
Prince
Trebois. Basake top scorer.
Transfer ban ya lefty.
Oh, I know me be a story no. Togba dia to mo betu esca.
But ntia kasa sisi ya lefty.
Say ye nyam die, o mo betua.
Money no be.
O mo betua ansa. Na ansa ni bre abre no. Chairman. Brekum Chelsea. Yes, supporters na ni abre pa.
Say
Coach Samuel Bodu omo mpamo no. Omo ntiase entra ho. Ema Coach Samuel Bodu fatim ni nko relegation. Say Brekum Chelsea at the 17th position on the league log. And omo free say Coach Samuel Bodu performance ni nye. Ontimi win games ni ntoaso. Obo draw 2, no lose 2 and san wa win 1. Enti omo mpamo no. Management no de yet ne say encha kra omo be sia Coach Samuel Bodu no mo ne na di nkomo enchairman supporters ne pressure na ekone de ansha na unia Coach Samuel Bodu wentima mfa Chelsea every season no but omo be sia di nkomo chairman.
Okay, Vasuai, ya Vanciana de so
no musi Jordan today.
Jordan say you don't need any additions.
Na you no na say o kan asem no.
So on your busa no. Na o go busa obi asem dey so.
Na bisa wa chairman e wo de kwa ba so abetima kasa. Jordan any right to say here play bia no mo mbo qualifiers na say ko World Cup ni kwa so kasa asem no. Jordan no championship.
Aye.
It is Leicester qualify from the championship to the Premier League near the microphone manner. Obaga say let's say here play bia. Players that did Leicester again promotion, the same players who play for Leicester in the Premier League. Will he say that? So what championship? Leicester what championship? The same players now did Leicester ever qualifying to the Premier League. You know? Now we qualify we. Now beside Jordan, you say Leicester would they need 8 new players about championship now? We are sure that Jordan will speak the way that he did. On Kasa Sada. The World Cup started 11 June. For Christ's sake, chairman, we are 3 months away. And then Rabbi, and then they say,
and then
11th March.
Yeah.
So you are 3 months away from the World Cup. If free time we see 3 months, no, be betimiesi. Be betimiesi. I very key play bia ebi obo qualifies ni bi no. Manus simuna so. Ebetimenya injury Ghana entimi fast planning ko World Cup. You don't speak the way you did 3 months to the World Cup. Even England will not speak the way I mean. As we have players on board qualifiers no, I feel so much entitled. Say more automatic position going to the World Cup. Why must you begin to speak that like that? Ye bisa wa semono. Mpacho me a player. The Obeko World Cup any don't go World Cup no. A coach in the prerogative. Chairman, case ends. Why in the case you know? But to also the same to say yes here players bia woman boy qualifiers now then koba chairman as a player no you are not supposed to speak the way that he did. I was extremely disappointed. Unia na more qualifiers ni bi so by the same narrative no chairman he's closing the door Unia na qualify bia. The day I retired from the Black Stars after the last call up by Nations Cup na ye call ye na Nations Cup na call ye na we kwache ball no na the day emfree the minim so the day ball qualifies ni bia I'm not sure AFCON na call ye no
AFCON qualifies them so and AFCON qualifies kwa papa be the day he's been off the team for
he's been off.
If you say he buy kwa them so you can catch and say to buy there to buy no catch to AFCON qualifies ya mubi you to ready about AFCON qualifies and
to more qualify or more World Cup qualifies ni bi enti no ye ka say omo World Cup qualifiers ni bi no enko World Cup no. By this same statement, you know, he means that his brother, no matter what he does, should not go to the World Cup. No matter any Ghanaian player be a form onya, so player no are more qualifiers ni bi dia, that player should not get into the Blasters. The Blasters is for every Ghanaian everywhere. At that particular time. Jordan, no experience. Baby, I will see a cannon in the microphone. Mouse Kasa, Chaman Kam Kasasi. Players should not feel entitled. Say once you play the qualifiers, automatic slot going to the World Cup. Chairman, you don't have automatic slot going to the World Cup. I dare guarantee say Ubako World Cup. Your form at that time na call up.
Anna, Chairman. Jordan, are you Isru Bibiana? The reason why maybe that's our question, they say Jordan.
Oh my God,
exactly. Anna championship, no only a Ghanaian, airborne Ghanaian leading in terms of goals. No, Osro said, you may drop. I said Brandon Thomas Asante has 10 goals.
Yes,
Jordan has 5 goals. The whole of the season. Into Osro said one way, you striker, baby, no Jordan never Tranchayana because Jordan says, all like a minute our championship. Say Ghana we want to World Cup here just to the numbers, that's fine.
Maybe chairman say ko England.
Na ye ko England na Ghana yen captain o ye say hina ko di anim no.
Mankasa.
Hey,
me say why
tape in the hole.
We say we get 7 points.
Ghana captain. Ono na ye main striker no.
Na England me why.
I go show mo.
Ghana captain
you coach
na Ghana yen captain ono na ye main striker no in the championship lose minutes ashe 5 goals in the whole of the season near see the ono na kwa England
and now on the lead attack about 1 shot on target. If I about 1 shot, it wasn't on target.
Chama, you see,
me about 1 shot.
I don't make captain wa. Na Ghana, in any case, by being Thomas Partey, it was a World Cup crown. She didn't come across what tranching.
Yeah.
In any case, Ghana, you near Brepa Partey, she had never called World Cup in the crowd. Any question Partey started, unless from Sabre Partey.
I'm going to be a particular friend. Now, it's a good team man of the thing. Why was the guy for the boys on the Papa sa ne for your bobo. How many am thinking? Yeah, team because a team because of I say a fan say in go be neighbor. I just say Thomas Partey. I mean, all the last time you saw him play. Oh, I was here coach in your money ye kakra.
Just 1 minute. Jordan Asemno, a tactical talk. Nebra Mbo World Cup qualifiers maybe. And I say Nebra Sudina Abasa Yem Freddy, so him being the captain. Okase ye be here call for to come and add up indirectly opeso okase yemfa ne brambra enti opeso ka bibi na oyi ne ho frame said be ne bra ba che so no kra non support said be enko so o play role enti ya ye ball qualifiers na ye be ko nim say ye den a the honors lie on the coach to make the decision, not him. Nti asem no all to cool down ne bra issue na aba because she so okase me being the captain there ye be here players ni bi abeka ho. Next, I say indirectly, we open the door and say, Nebra Bema okay. But Nebra, so I'm more qualified 2026. Chris, you were right. After 2024, na coach in the sideline to Amobi. Into Okasa, your boy, and I be when I say Jordan Crown on your captain, believe he say Nebra Crown Ben You say Nebra, but then I say Jordan did not play no run crime fan, a coach in that take it. Say a groundswork no lay.
It's the old canonize a crocodile John.
A crocodile John. Okay, it's only late.
I tell one, this in Yami Adama, you say Shadija Bishops.